Whilst watching Premier League games, you can win cash prizes and support your... Welcome back to the Football Terrace and the Top 6 show. I have no idea why that played at the beginning. We're sponsored today by Quiz. We've got a brilliant panel for you with Saad. We've got Henry Wright. We've got Man Like Don. And, of course, we've got Ram. George is joining us very, very soon as well. But you've got to join in later when it comes to Quiz. So scan the QR code, get your account set up, get it ready, where we're going to be challenging the panel. And you can go head-to-head with them on the app or on the website to see who has the best football knowledge. There's loads to talk about on the show today as well, because it's been a crazy 24 to 48 hours with signings for Man United like Leny Yoro, Ugarte now being chased. Arsenal now linked again along with Chelsea to Raphinha. Do any of the Premier League clubs want to go back in for him? We're going to be talking about the Calafiori deal that is delayed. And, of course, we're going to be looking at the situation with Chelsea and the Enzo Fernandez situation after the Athletic have now claimed that this is causing a fracture in the dressing room. So we want to get everybody's views and opinions on these situations. But to the panel, how are you all? You all well? You all good?
Yeah, man, good.
Good, man.
Can't complain,
really
man. Can't complain.
Sun's out.
It's
Everything's
really
going well,
hot. What is wrong with British people? This is not even that warm.
Yeah, but it's because there's no breeze. It's just sticky, humid heat.
Yep.
There needs to be a
Like
breeze.
in Spain, it's a different heat. You've got a breeze and that. Here you got nothing, unless you're on the coast.
Just open a window and door opposite ends of your house, create a breeze. Sorted.
It's not the same though, is it?
Weak, bruv. Or put a fan on. Come on, you English people are so weak, man.
I've got a fan literally next to my monitor, and I'm still sweating. Like, and my window's open.
Electricity, Terry, man.
Exactly. We're in a crisis at the moment.
Yeah.
You live in Brentford. You're all right, mate. There's no way you're living in Brentford and you're hard up for a bit of lecky.
Brentwood, not Brentford. Brentwood.
Brentwood. Sorry, Brentwood. Even better. Even better.
Even better.
Oh, yeah, Brentwood. That is where that's rich Essex people. That's where they live.
That's like Chigwell in Essex, man.
Yeah,
Brentwood
it's
is
very, very nice.
really
Very
nice.
very nice.
Yeah.
Look, loads of things to delve into today, as well as the quizzes coming up later. I did want to. Harry would not survive in Texas. No, I agree. He'd be dead in about 3 days in Texas. I wanted to start off with the situation at Chelsea, really, because obviously we've seen the video. Everybody has seen it. Everybody has heard it. Enzo has come out and apologized for his part in that, and that in itself has caused its own sort of fury within Argentina that I don't think we really need to get into. A number of the players defending him, the government, his president and vice president coming out and essentially saying, no one should be apologizing. There's nothing wrong with the video, because I don't think anyone in Europe really agrees with him, if I'm being honest. But some of the reports have come out today, including one from The Athletic, that we've obviously seen a lot of the Chelsea players unfollow him. They've tweeted out and spoke on social media about how disappointed and disgusted they are. And there's now reports that this already has fractured the dressing room, which is ahead of a pre-season that's so important for Chelsea in terms of getting back to winning ways. From your perspective, Don, how concerned are you reading these reports in The Athletic and the separate one that was shared by Simon Phillips that this Enzo Fernandez situation could really mess up the start under Enzo Maresca and this sort of new mini rebuild at Chelsea?
Yeah, bro, it's a howler. It's a howler. Listen, I put out a video on my channel as well, basically condemning everything about that video. You know what I mean? For the Argentinian players to come out unprovoked and start singing about France, they didn't even play France. It was crazy what I was watching. You know what I'm saying? And for them to have no lack of awareness, we spoke about this in the group chat. We've been going back and forth about this in the group chat. The lack of self-awareness. This is something that you don't joke about, Terry. You know what I'm saying? These lot need to understand the struggles that people go through to get to various countries in Europe, bro. Yeah, when it comes to Belgium, England, France, all of these countries, bro. But obviously for them in Argentina, I don't know, it seems like it's part of their culture. This is where education needs to come in, because even though there might not have been any malicious intent, it's still very, very insensitive to be joking about things like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be bannering about, oh yeah, well, if you're from Cameroon, it means that you can't be French. It's like what happened with Saka and them lot when they missed their penalties. All of a sudden, it's go back to your country. They're not English anymore. Saka was born in England. He's English, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's black don't mean he's any less English. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't agree with it at all, innit? And I'm not surprised that things are coming out about the dressing room this and the dressing room that, because we've got a bunch of black players in the team, a bunch of French players in the team, and they're not going to be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take a lot of mending, a lot of learning from Enzo. Obviously, he's apologized to the team already, but that's not going to be enough. Like, he's going to have to show it. And now he's put a lot of pressure on himself to perform instantly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because there's already a target on his back anyway, away from this racism. Now he's put another target on his back. So he's going to have to hold whatever comes his way. You know, whether he gets fined, whether he gets a ban, he's got to hold all of that. Because end of the day, I don't condone racism. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it was very disappointing to see that one of my players, not even one of my players, it's very disappointing to see players, you know, that have a lot of followings and they're role models. Ultimately, they're spreading a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? It's unacceptable. So he's got to hold whatever comes his way. But for me, I don't think it's going to be a massive thing that's going to now ruin the season. You know what I'm saying? It's one player. You know, he ain't got to start the games. You know, we've got a big squad. They're gonna have to be professional. End of the day, as much as Enzo's in the wrong, they're gonna have to be professional. You know what I'm saying? The whole John Terry thing happened. The guys had to get on with it, because end of the day, it's work. You know, as much as some people are saying get rid of Enzo, the club are not going to get rid of him. You know what I mean? But this is where Enzo's going to have to build relationships and get their trust again, because end of the day, he trains with these guys every day. He plays with them every day, bro. They're probably hurt by it because he's one of their teammates. You know what I'm saying? He's very ignorant, very, very ignorant, bro. So there's no excusing what he did at all. And whatever consequences that come from this from him, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So be it. But I don't think it's going to be, that's it, the end of it now. Chelsea are done for. The season's fucked now. I don't look at it like that, bro. I just think it's going to be something that needs to be dealt with, like mediated internally. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you think he's got a future at Chelsea?
Yeah. I think he's got a future at Chelsea. I think, look, he's going to have to turn things around off the pitch and on the pitch as well. That's the main thing for him. You know what I'm saying? He could definitely turn things around, you know, and end of the day, look, as bad as this is, a lot of fans are fickle. This is the reality, H. A lot of fans are fickle. When Enzo starts performing, this will just be...
People forget about it, yeah.
People forget about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what he's got to do. He's just got to put his head down now, work hard, and again, try and build those relationships.
It'd be interesting to see how they sort it out internally. Because obviously, if you cast our mind back to a year, 2 years ago, obviously the Greenwood situation, I know it's very different, but that situation spiraled out of control. And then you had a manager against players. You had this side, that side. I think it has to be dealt with internally, but I don't see how they can deal with it internally without the media getting little snippets and then it spirals out of control. Like, I think you bang on. If he has a couple of bad games, like I can't believe it's 2024 and racism is still a thing. First of all, like it's disgraceful. Like, look at this panel here, different backgrounds, right? We're here to talk about football. And that should literally be it. I don't know why or how it's still going on, but it is.
Bro,
but
the vice president of the country came out trying to justify the action.
It's not right.
That goes to show you the mentality. That's what I'm saying. It's backwards mentality. Unfortunately, that's what I said in the group chat. He has to get educated. It's wrong for him to do it. But a lot of these
education. I think education is key. I've always felt that I have no direct methodology on how to resolve racism, but one of the areas I think is key is education and integration. And I've always felt that you educate people, and if people integrate with other people from different backgrounds, you are far more likely to reduce hatred than you are to create more. But the problem that you've got is now that his government are getting involved, I've got no sympathy for him, but it puts Enzo and therefore Chelsea in a weird situation. When your president and vice president are saying, don't apologize, we've done nothing wrong, we stand with you. If he does keep apologizing and holds his hands up and starts saying this is disgusting, we've got to stop doing it, what's going to happen to him back in his home country? Is he going to get picked for Argentina anymore? What's the reception going to be like for him at home if this is cultural for them? Now, if he does that, cool. You know, he might be in a situation where it damages his international career. So be it. But if he kind of endorses the message that comes from his government and sort of is still chilling with them and he's still involved with everything that they stand for, what does that say? I mean, because we talk about this in football all the time about having a sort of people having zero tolerance as an example. But firstly, what zero tolerance are Chelsea showing in this circumstance? And secondly, if he continues to play with people and an organization that are defending this behavior, what does that say about you? And that's where I think that goes away from Chelsea, because Chelsea are not directly responsible for all of that. But when I see big officials coming out and backing him, it's crazy. If England players were singing that song on a coach, and our prime minister and head of our sports came out and defended it, it throws into question the integrity of the entire pyramid of sport in that country. And would I then want to see any Man United player play for England, knowing that the people running it don't care about racism? Now, I'm not sitting here and trying to proclaim that England and our officials and everything goes on in this country is perfect, because we have got massive problems of our own.
Yep.
But at the very least, the officials wouldn't come out and say this. I don't believe you would see, probably maybe Boris Johnson would, because he's a proper freak, but the Prime Minister now probably wouldn't. So I do look at this situation and think to myself, it's one where I don't think it's over yet. And I do agree with you that this can be resolved internally. The concern is whether it will be or not. And I can't speak for how I would feel in that situation, because I can't suffer racism. But I spoke to, we've got friends in the group chat that I've been speaking to as well today that are like, well, there's no amount of apology that would make me ever trust that person or want to work with them again. And I know you mentioned people will have to just get on with it like John Terry, but you look back now at that John Terry situation, they shouldn't have had to have just got on with it. John Terry should have been kicked out of your football club. The same as Suarez should have been kicked out of Liverpool. And I think clubs are going, okay, guys, just shake hands, get on with it with professionals. Is that showing zero tolerance? Or is that brushing under the carpet?
That's the thing. I don't think it's going to be just, boys, get on with it. I don't think it's going to be that. I think all the accountability is definitely all going to be on Enzo. But like what I'm saying is, the reality is, I don't see the club getting rid of him over this Terry. So then that's where you have to look at it and think, okay, look, it's a bad situation, but this is what we're going to do. These are the steps we're going to take to try and mend relationships. And again, try and integrate Enzo back into the team. Because I don't think we're going to get rid of him. I don't think we're going to get rid of him. I'll be real.
Can I say one thing? Because the thing is, I'm coming off the other angle of it. I think, listen, it's important what happens internally, and we all saw Wesley Fofana. He's the one who took it. He's the one who took it harshly the most. Like, you could tell it got to him, bro. He started putting flags, and he started, coming out and saying it how it is, because, like, let's face it. It's bad when you see somebody saying that. It's like, okay, so are you telling me that anything I do for that country, because I was born there and raised there, you're telling me I can't go and play for the country that I want to play for, that I was born and raised in, that I have a passport in, that I have a birth certificate for this country? So I think 100% there's going to be friction internally. I think it's going to be bad externally. I don't think the fans are gonna give him a welcome back reception in that first game. I think it's
Chelsea we're talking about.
But listen, let's face it. Your fan base is not how it used to be, bro. Your fan base has now become a bit more sentimental. You know what I mean? There's more feeling behind it. There's more like passion and there's more respect for the players.
Just
regardless.
Just in for a minute, just to ask a question. If the opening day of the season comes and all the Chelsea fans are chanting Enzo's name in support of him in this situation, like you've just said, Don, sort of saying, well, do you really not think they'll back him? They're Chelsea fans. If that happens, I mean, what message does that send?
That's a howler
to the Fofanas and co of your squad.
That's crazy.
And that's why I don't think this is as simple as just they're going to kiss and make up. I think the fan reaction to it, what happens at further international tournaments, now for a fact. I mean, that song, by the way, was trending throughout the whole of Copa America. There was like a news guy interviewing some fans, and I'm not sure whether it was being sung at Copa America or whether it's from a previous tournament or not, but that song was trending the whole time. Every time it happens now, there's going to be pressure upon Argentine players, especially the ones that are playing in Europe, to come out and condemn it and tell their fans to stop. If they're not doing that, all these things are going to have ramifications, if that makes sense. And look, I mean, if Chelsea fans are backing Enzo Fernandez over Fofana and co when it comes to the situation, I mean, that's as you say, Don. That's
I don't. This is what I'm saying right now. Enzo hasn't done anything crazy at Chelsea yet, where it's like he's gonna have all these people defending him, right? Because last season, bro, he wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't great. It will be completely different. Let's say, I don't know, let's say Enzo was like a Chelsea legend right now, still playing for the club, yeah, and he did this, then maybe I'll be a bit like, I don't know how the fans are gonna react to it. But Enzo, Enzo right now hasn't done anything for Chelsea for the fans to really, praise him and clap him, and that. I don't think that's going to happen, in all honesty. And maybe Maresca might not even start in first game of the season just to stop that from happening potentially, if it was to happen, So I don't really see that, in all honesty, Saad. I don't really see it happening. I'll be very surprised if the Chelsea fans start to clap and do all of these things trying to praise him.
I wasn't going at the angle that they're going to praise him. I think that the fans are going to be against him and they're going to be booing him every time he gets the ball. And I think that's going to cause a situation where he's going to be like, bro, I don't think I can play for that. If you look at it, it's like a similar situation to if Luis Suarez or something like that. You can see I can
see it more from rivals. I can see it more from rivals than Chelsea fans. What you're saying, I agree with it to an extent, but I just don't see Chelsea fans, a lot of the majority of them booing him, in all honesty. I can't really see it.
When you say because of the last couple of years and how poor for his standards and the price tag that you paid for him, wouldn't it be a lot easier for them to boo Enzo and back Fofana? Because Fofana's circumstance is completely different. He never got the opportunity because he had those 2 injuries. And compare it to Enzo, where in a lot of eyes of Chelsea fans, he's been stinker after stinker. Wouldn't it be easier for Chelsea fans to boo him?
I think there will be some fans that boo him, innit? I just don't see it being the majority, is what I'm saying. I can't picture it, in my opinion. I can see it more from rivals, 100%. But in terms of Chelsea fans, I don't see the majority of them booing him, man. I'll be real. Yeah. It's what I'm saying. Fans are fickle, man. And the season starts in, what is it, how many weeks now?
4 weeks, man. 4 weeks tomorrow. Man United kick off against Fulham, I think, at Old Trafford. So, it's coming around the corner quick. And look, I do hope they resolve it. I don't really want anybody to be working in an environment where they feel uncomfortable and there's problems. And, I hope, some people won't like me saying this, but I think it's the right thing to say. I hope Enzo genuinely learns from this and becomes a better person and doesn't do it again. And, I hope that his apology is completely sincere and he doesn't hold any of those thoughts and feelings throughout the majority of his life. And I hope all of that is true, because hoping for the opposite of that is really weird. So I hope that it does get resolved, because it's not a nice matter, and it's horrible when it's your club. And I would hate for this, especially when there's a turmoil going on internally. We'd all hate it to be our football clubs, but we've all had scenarios. Liverpool have had the Suarez situation, Man United, Greenwood's situation was different in terms of the subject matter, but of course the fan base was very split on that in certain circumstances. Even when he was announced of going to Marseille the other day, there's people putting crying emojis up, which still baffles me to this day. So I do understand that side of things. And I think what's really important is that Chelsea do get it resolved properly. And I think that the world's moved on since the John Terry days. I don't think you can just ask that. I don't think if you move forward to now, I know it's only 12, 13 years ago, but I think a lot has changed. And I don't think now the likes of Drogba and co would just sit there, and Ashley Cole would sit there quietly. I think they'd all come out and say something. And I don't think Maresca is going to be able to produce winning football if there is this undercurrent and this problem going on. So they are going to have to resolve it. And I don't think anything should be off the table. If the squad sit down and in the end say, we just don't want to work with this guy, then so be it. Then they'll have to move him on. They may be able to turn around and say, well, we've listened to his apology. We completely and utterly accept it. We're ready to move on and work as a team again. Then fair enough. What they can't do is brush it under the carpet and just say, get on with it, boys, because I think it's too serious a matter to just ask people to turn the other cheek. It isn't like two players having a fight at training where you can turn around and say, boys, walk it off. This is really serious.
Yeah. So, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You guys have already seen how the owners and the sporting directors love the French market. You know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of black players in this team right now. So they're going to take it seriously, innit? 110%. Even if there was just one French player in the team, they'll still take it seriously. Even if there wasn't a single one. I don't see the club just brushing it under the carpet, man. It's unacceptable, man.
No, listen, I totally get. I don't think Chelsea are. I just don't see Chelsea doing that. Again, a lot of people want to pile on Chelsea. Remember, this isn't a Chelsea. It's a Chelsea issue, but it isn't a Chelsea mistake. Chelsea have done nothing wrong here as of right now, and I'm sure they're doing a thorough investigation. It's just been announced right now by Reuters that FIFA's investigation's ongoing. What you might end up finding is he ends up with a fairly sizable ban from playing football as well, which is, again, I can't imagine him not getting a ban. I think it was Cavani got 5 games, I think, for his post where
it was 3.
3 games where he used the N-word. Who was it? Was it Bernardo Silva that got a number of game ban when he put the picture up of the young man and said that this is
with Mendy.
This is Mendy. I mean, Mendy came out publicly and defended him, and he still got a ban. This feels more serious in the sense it isn't 2 friends having a joke that's inappropriate online. Does that make sense? But look, we'll see what happens with it. I'm sure we'll all keep an eye on it and go for them. We have a super chat here that says, "Imagine if Chelsea allow Enzo to go to the Olympics."
There's no chance.
What do you mean?
I don't get it. What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
I don't get
the correlation.
I don't get that one.
I got no idea.
Let us know, man.
Less than 1% of Argentinians are black, and it's not surprising they act like this. I mean, look, listen, I can't speak about the whole world, but just because a country doesn't have a huge population of black people and persons of color doesn't equal that country sings racist songs. I mean, I haven't been all around the world, but there's no excuse for it. Whether you've got 1% of your population is black or 50% is black, there is no excuse for it, in my personal opinion. But
and also, guys, we shouldn't generalize as well, because there are some Argentinian people that are probably completely against this and also say like it shouldn't be happening, this and that. If we just say, I'm not surprised that Argentinian team is like this because Argentina don't have this many black players, this percentage of black people living in their country. Like, that's just trying to generalize and basically act like everybody that's Argentinian is like that. I
do agree. Again, I said this about England over the course of the Euros. Anybody who judged an entire populace of people based on the actions of some is at best mentally ill, at worst a raging bigot. So if you're someone that I don't ever want England to win because I hate what this one English person did once or what this little group do here, you're a scumbag. If you do the same in this instance, I'm going to hate all Argentinians forever, you're a scumbag. I don't care. I stand on that to this day. You should never judge an entire group of people based on the actions of some. That for me is the road to evil. Oh yes, that's right. The Olympics is in France. Yeah, you don't let him go. Don't even if they want him to go. It would be sensible to keep him out of France for a while. I agree because you just don't need that. Terry, you said that you don't believe in God. I do believe in God. I found God a little while ago. I'm not going to go into it on stream because I don't talk about my religion publicly, but I do. So slow your rolls on that one, people.
Is there a chance Chelsea can get a French side in the Conference League? Because if they do on that away day, he's going to get
that's going to be one of them ones where he might need to. Man's basically done a Kobe Covington. Do you know what I mean? Who can't go to Brazil anymore.
Bro, he can hold whatever consequences come his way, bro. Whatever consequences
they riot for petrol prices. They will petrol bomb him. Like they're not like us over here. They don't care.
The French do it right. Staffy here says, I'm a scumbag then for wanting England to lose, Terry. No, you don't hate an entire nation of people. So that's very different. But I do think you go on about how English people don't accept you in football and therefore you're not going to like England. Again, I do think you're generalizing because I think most English people would accept you in football. Come to some actual match days and be around normal people, not fools on Twitter, and you'll see a different world. Get off the internet, Staffy, and touch grass, brother. The world is like, I was in Germany. I remember leaving the apartment in my England shirt for the final. The amount of Germans who stopped me to say good luck. And I was like, you're German though. They said, we don't really hate the English. That was 80 years ago. And I laughed. And this is the thing. When we were at everyone thinks that the English fans are the yobbos and mess everything up when they go away. And we definitely have some yobbo fans. But we saw yobs from every nation, idiots from every nation, and amazing people from every nation. Start to educate yourself, touch some grass, get around real people. The internet is amazing. But don't judge everybody based off what trolls say, especially the nameless, faceless trolls. I would say that. This here says, if only Enzo gets punished, it means he is being punished for posting the video, not the chant. I think the punishment should be the Argentina base, not individual. Look, I think there's some definite merit in that. And me and the boys were talking about this earlier on in the group chat. I've seen people claim that the entirety of the video we've seen was that chant. I've seen others who speak Spanish claim that the chant started around 30 to 34 seconds. They're two separate chants. So I'm still yet to get clarity on which of those statements are true because I don't speak Spanish. Therefore, I can't lip read in Spanish. And yeah, I think if other players are seen singing that same song, they should also face punishment. I completely and utterly agree. However, I don't know about you four on the panel. Do any of you speak Spanish?
Nope.
No.
So I don't know exactly what was being said. So like, it's hard to condemn something until we have the facts. And again, I've seen people say that the whole song was that chant. I've seen other people that speak Spanish say, no, Terry, it started at 33, 34 seconds and beyond that. So again,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think in the video they actually said about the whole passport thing, but it's the song. That song involves those lyrics. It don't matter if they didn't get to that bit. They were gonna get to that bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah. And that makes sense. And that makes sense. But the one thing I would say is, like, I think clarity is needed, because unless you speak Spanish, you don't know. And I'm also aware that a City fan or a Man United fan who speaks Spanish might be biased, the same as a Chelsea fan that speaks Spanish may be biased because they want everybody to take a share of the blame, where the United or a City fan whose players were on that bus might be trying to say, no, they didn't do anything, leave our guys alone. So I think clarity is needed, and it enables everybody to make their minds up. The only reason we don't need clarity with Enzo is, one, the video, and two, he's put out an apology. So it makes it sort of, there's no debate regarding that. But viewers, do us a favor and hit the like button, please. Make sure you're subscribing. Remember, get ready for quiz. We're playing later. Obviously, big news in the last 24 hours from Manchester United. Leny Yoro through the door, £42 million initial fee, according to Fabrizio Romano, could go as high as €70 million. So the low 60s once the add-ons are paid, if he is indeed successful. But it has triggered a lot of rivals. I've seen compilations. I've seen reports that we've held a gun to his head. I've seen reports that he's not very good, actually. After a month of being told, you ain't getting him, he's too good for you, now suddenly he isn't good enough. I'm going to throw it out to the rivals. Tell me why you're all salty about Man United signing Leny Yoro.
Not sorry at all. Who says we're salty, Terry?
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, man.
I just think it's for me, it's just a bit laughable that this has solved the whole issue at Man United, because people are acting like they've just signed Mbappe, bro. It's crazy. They're acting like they signed Mbappe. I've seen certain people say, "Oh yeah, look at this guy. Finally, we're serious. This is what I've been waiting for from Ineos." Like, I still think a left back is a heavy priority at your club. I think Luke Shaw is near to near finished, and I keep on forgetting his freaking name. The other left back, man, it's also an M.
Malacia.
He's also not been seen, so we don't know whether he's training yet or not. But hopefully, he can have a successful season playing his games. But yeah, listen, I think there's other places that you need to tackle before getting too excited. Is my personal opinion. But I think he's a good signing. I think he's a good young talent. That's what he is at the moment, young talent. However, I did hear something yesterday by somebody saying that you lot should loan him, which is pretty good advice, to be honest, that they should loan him. Do a similar thing that we did to Saliba, where you keep him in France and let him grow. And then he comes back, and then he might need a loan.
He starts. I think he starts. I think he starts for United, because I think United centre backs at the moment aren't really that great. And I think at this moment, I think Yoro to himself thought, I'm gonna get game time at United compared to Real Madrid. Even though I love to play at Real Madrid, but I don't think he's gonna get past Rudiger. I don't think he's gonna get past Alaba when he comes back. But for United, he's gonna get 30 games a season minimum 30 game league games a season. And look, many of the people that were upset about it were Liverpool fans, obviously, because we were linked with him.
That's another one to add to your list of maybe players that you're gonna get. You know what I mean? It's just getting longer.
I mean, yeah. Obviously, Caicedo and Lavia and you lot are stuck with them. So I'm
Levi Colwill was another one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty happy with the fact that you took our sloppy second. But in terms of Leny Yoro, when it comes to Liverpool, I'm not really that bothered. Because I think Liverpool at this moment need experienced centre-backs. I think for United is a lot better because they just need quality in their defence, because the defence last season was shocking. Without Lisandro Martinez, they were dead. But now they've actually brought in some quality. A lot of pressure on an 18-year-old Terry, I have to say. Let's see if he steps up to the mark. That's what I've got to say on that.
Listen, I've watched a few of his games back now. I still need to watch more games, to be fair.
Games or clips?
No, but games, as in all actions of him in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you've not watched the game. You've watched clips.
I watched the game back, but it's focusing on him.
So you watched 180 minutes of Leny Yoro today?
Bro, hold on. When I'm saying I'm watching the game back, it's focusing on him.
Yes,
every single clip is focusing on him in the same game.
Again, so you've watched 180 minutes of football today about a Man United new signing.
180 minutes. I watched about 50 minutes, which is what, maybe 4 or 5 games worth, and I've still got more research to do. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm seeing, no, it's fine, bro. That's fine. From what I'm seeing so far, listen, he looks like a decent player. To be fair, he does look like a decent player, but one-on-one defensively, that's the biggest thing that stuck out to me so far. He looks a bit rash, man. He looks quite rash in terms of his positioning. It don't seem to be the greatest. He goes down quite easily as well in terms of his tackling. The way he tackles as well, the timing on the tackles ain't great so far from what I'm seeing. You know, he looks good in possession, to be fair. Aerially, he looks quite good as well because he's quite tall. But I'm not like, because you know everyone says, oh, this guy's got a lot of talent, and obviously Madrid wanted him in that year. I thought, yeah, I'm about to see a madness. I'm not really seeing the hype, in all honesty. I'm not really seeing the hype. Like I said, I've got more games to watch in that year, but right now I'm not really seeing the hype. I can see the age, you know what I'm saying? I can see the potential, but I'm not really convinced at the minute. I'll be real.
He's a very good footballer. He's a very good footballer.
I mean, what I would say is this, and there'll be Man United fans that are going to go, Terry, like, defend your guy. I don't need to. I'm going to let people talk. Sometimes you've got to play the long game on this. Now, nobody is signing an 18-year-old who's a defender and going, finished article. There's never been a finished article defender at 18 in the history of football. Most take until their early to mid-20s to be absolutely on point. All the best defenders ever in the world, none of them were at their peak before 21, 22. So there is years of development still needed in this young man. So, of course, it is going to be possible to go and find clips of him making mistakes. In fact, you could go and get the best 3 centre-backs in the world. Look at Y-Scout. I also use it. And you'll find loads of mistakes. Anyone can put a compilation together, put clown music on it and go, this guy is dead. I actually did it a few times as a bit of a laugh and a joke a few years ago to make out. You could do a foul compilation of Lionel Messi at the best World Cup he ever played in, because everyone makes mistakes. So I'm not particularly fussed. I knew that was coming as a Man United fan, because whenever we sign somebody, everybody suddenly says they're meaty, they're mid, they're not really that good. Before we sign them, they're rated.
By the way, Terry, I've only started watching the guy today and last night. Before that, when he was linked to Real Madrid, I didn't even know much. All I knew was the hype. That's it.
And I understand that.
Go watch this guy.
And I understand that.
Today's the first time that I've sat down properly.
Yeah, and I think looking Y-Scout's really important. I use it, but it's also important to watch games, because what you don't get on Y-Scout, I've been a member using it for 5 or 6 years now, is it doesn't give you I know you can watch the game actions and the things that happen, but it doesn't always tell the full story. We all know watching a football match is different from watching clips, which is different from watching compilations. So I think that's all there. There's a highly talented player, and I'm excited to get him. Where I agree with Saad is any Man United fan that says we're fixed, we're back, we're finishing in front of Arsenal, we might challenge for the league, they're being as ridiculous as some rivals are being salty, and there's no need for that. Man United have done very, very well to get this player. The one thing I'm going to push back and defend is this whole, yeah, but you had to pay money to get him. Staffy put out a really good tweet earlier on today, which I retweeted. And I'm glad he did the research. I knew it would exist. I just didn't do the research myself because I didn't have the time. But it shows some articles related to Real Madrid. And it's significant to use Real Madrid because I think would you all agree on the panel that pound for pound, they have the best pull in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So this here shows that when Real Madrid confirmed the addition of the Turkish Messi after hijacking Barcelona's move, Barcelona had to pull out because Real Madrid absolutely gazumped them financially in terms of what they offered the player. Brazilian agent, this is a different story here. It says Brazilian agent Adrian Corey has doubled down on claims that Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr. was a Barcelona fan before he joined Real Madrid. You read more of the article. They made a significantly higher salary offer to the player. Even as far back as Luis Figo, they were able to convince the player to do what he did through money being offered. This idea that United have only got him because of money is crazy. When historically, looking at 3 of the biggest signings imaginable, you've seen all of them have a money motivation behind them. So again, I've just enjoyed seeing the rivals absolutely get ants in their pants, their knickers in a twist, and the dryness around their mouths through the salt that they've. I mean, I am worried about the blood pressure. I'm worried about heart attacks here. Oh, I can't believe Man United put a big bid in for a highly talented young player. This is crazy. Everton fans saying, why are you buying a bum from a bum league and a bum team? But they've all just cried their eyes out about Onana leaving, who they signed from the exact same fucking team.
There's a lot of salt out there.
It's so funny to watch. Now, I'm not even stating that this kid is going to become the best centre-back in the world. I've made no such claim. But the reaction from rivals tells me, and I'll give you an example. When we signed Mason Mount last year, what did you all do? Did you laugh and mock us? Or did you get salty? You laughed and you mocked us, as an example. That's you always know when you've signed talent. Doesn't mean they're going to make it. Doesn't mean they're going to make it. But you know when you've signed talent because it's met with saltiness. People don't get salty when you sign crap. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. So for me, look, there's a lot of work for him to do. My feet are firmly on the ground. But rivals, my word, grow up. Grow up. It's so funny.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying, Terry, what I'm saying for me is United fans don't think, like you said, Terry, don't think that you signed the finished article. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of work to do in his game from what I've been watching so far anyway. He's got a lot of work to do. But it's not to say that there's nothing to work with there. There definitely is. I like his attributes because he's tall. Like I said, he's comfortable in the ball. You know, he can cover ground quite quickly as well. But these little bits where he's like I said, diving in, mistiming challenges and that's something that's going to have to get coached out of him. So Ten Hag's got a lot of work to do with him because this is going to be
he's 18 though, like you kind of expect that from 18. I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You would expect that, but what I'm saying is you're going to have a lot of people expecting him now to come in and be putting in 10 out of 10 performances because Real Madrid wanted him. When in reality that's not going to be the case.
I just think people are like, there's a lot of salt on the timelines. I think people are slowly seeing that a sleeping giant maybe waking up, and they've actually got footballing people now, not accountants. If they get De Ligt in, if they get Ugarte in, it's a different Man United now. I'm not saying they're anywhere near challenging, but the Man United last season that conceded more shots than, what was it, Derby County, have now got somewhat of a footballing structure. And I think this project, I don't necessarily know if Ten Hag's the right manager for it, but the signings they are making is definitely putting them on the right track. And like Terry said, you can always tell when you've got a talented player, because the amount of I know I'm not making this around Tottenham, but we got a lot of stick for signing Archie Gray, similar age, did a similar thing last year,
which made no sense because he's a really talented young player, and I saw people doing that, and it made me laugh because he's really talented.
I still think Man United, if they sign De Ligt, I think Leny Yoro, he won't start week in, week out in the Premier League, but they're in the Europa League, they're in both cups, and you need 3 or 4 centre backs now. That's the one thing about Arsenal. If like a few years ago when Saliba got injured, you saw the drop off. Man United now are, in my opinion, I think they're going to have a good season. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
I think a lot more needs to happen. I mean, if you keep reading the reports, we are looking to sell Lindelof and Maguire. The De Ligt deal's done. We just need to trigger it. So it's likely he still comes in. So I do agree. I don't think Leny Yoro is going to play every single game, but I think he'll be part of the team. The loaning out thing that Saad mentioned, the only difference between the two is that, if I remember this correctly, Saliba had some issues at home, some family matters that it was part of the reason why he went back. He wanted to be close to his family. So I think you have to look at those scenarios. But yeah,
the only reason why I say to do it for me is because I think it would help with him growing as a player and just. Do you know what I mean? It would help, him grow as a player to stay.
And it may. And I think I think we have to assess that at that time. But I do agree with Henry. There are some things you can look at as, we as fans feel you've overpaid for a player, and we also felt that you overpaid for this player 2 years ago. So has anything actually changed? Well, it's too early to. And when I say it's too early to judge, is everything being spent now, everything happening now is a new world. And for me as a Man United fan, I'm drawing a line under what was previously done versus now, because we have new people running the business. So at the end of the day, I'm not concerned about mistakes made in the past, and I'm giving this ownership, this board, I'm giving Ashworth and co. time and consideration to make it work. I'm not going to hold them accountable for the mistakes made by previous people. Imagine you start your new job tomorrow and you're getting disciplined for a mistake your predecessor made. It's ridiculous. So I can't do that. And I've said it in the group chat a few times, and I'll say it again on here. I assess football clubs when it comes to the transfer market on 3 things: how they plan, how they execute, and the fruit what it yields, the fruit it serves up. We can't judge anything we're doing right now based on its yield because they haven't kicked a ball. So the energy is going to be different from assessing other transfers at other clubs. But look, I'm excited about it. Ugarte seems to be up next. A new CDM coming into Man United. Don, what's your thoughts on United getting him? He was a player obviously heavily linked last year to Chelsea. Do you think he could be a hit at Old Trafford?
Yeah, bro, here's another one. I haven't really watched him. I think the only game that I ever watched him was when he played Arsenal. And I was really impressed during that game. He was sweeping everything up. He was breaking up play, helping Lisbon like progress the ball. I don't think he's the best on the ball, in all honesty. Like he's quite similar to like a Rice, I would say. I think his main strength is obviously cleaning up, sweeping up, and that sort of thing, innit? And I checked the stats as well, just to see what he's like in terms of progressing the play. He seems like he's going to be the one to sweep up, and then you've got like a Manu next to him, for example. Do you know what I mean? Obviously you need a Casemiro replacement, so he might be the answer for it, you know. But yeah, we'll have to see. And I can't really talk much on him because, like I said, I haven't really watched much on him. But yeah, I think for me, from what I've seen, he looks more like a destroyer rather than a progressor of the ball.
I think what my reservation is when he made that big move to PSG, he looked a shell of the player that he was at Sporting Lisbon. And obviously, we can't judge what happened at PSG. PSG, some of their signings can be great, some of their signings can be absolutely horrible, and some players go on to do better things. But when you saw him try to do that sweeping up and doing all that, he just looked completely different. And like it was like watching a completely different player. Like he wasn't tackling, he was very rash, wasn't timing anything well. And then when he had to actually play football, he struggled quite a bit. And I think that's one of the big issues I have when it comes to United, because not every team would want to attack you. They would want to sit back. Let's see what you can do on the ball. And then there've been quite a couple of times where Casemiro was on the ball was just a bit, wasn't that great. And I don't think Ugarte is any better. So that's going to be my reservation when it comes to the smaller teams. What's he actually gonna do against them?
Yeah, look, I think there's fair challenge there. No one's going to make any claims that he's amazing on the football. I'm not certainly going to do that. I like what he brings, though, and I think that protection in front of the back line is so important for us, and someone that's got some bloody legs. Like we lacked that so much last season. So yeah, I quite like it. Obviously Xerxes come in already, and he's training. He should be in the first preseason. Well, I know I've had one preseason game, but I don't personally count that one. I saw a lot of United fans online getting mad. I'm like, we had like 3 first-team players, and 2 of them are being sold. So I really didn't care that it was the kids, if that made sense. So I quite like him. I quite like him personally. Again, what is interesting about our signings, none of them am I looking at going, wow, look at who we signed. Leny Yoro for different reasons. For different reasons. But the sort of Xerxes and the Ugartes, they're not sort of stellar marquee signings. And the only element of me that's excited about them is that's different to what we've typically done at Man United. We've either signed players that other people were about to get, the Freds, Alexis Sanchez's, or we try and break the bank for a massive name that everybody knows. And none of them have ever worked out. So the bit I'm intrigued about is how different this is going to work out for us. I remember when Liverpool were signing Mane's and everyone was laughing. When they signed Firmino and everybody was laughing. They weren't deemed top quality players, and look what they went on to achieve. And I remember when Rodri was signed by City, people went, Uzi. I remember after his first season, it was like, oh my God, they've signed a dud. I remember doing a stream with the Coppish boys and a few others, and people were talking about how average he looked. Now everyone thinks he's winning a Ballon d'Or, but that's because the club was, the footballing decisions were made by footballing people. We just haven't had that at United for the past 10, 11 years. So I'm intrigued to see what they're doing and why. But where United fans have got to, I would stop giving it the big and online. If I was a Man United fan, I'd let rivals talk. I'd cook in as much silence as possible. And I'd wait to see the fruits of this labor, how much we do improve, how much better we do become. And then I start talking a little bit more. But Look, We're going towards the start of the season. Proper preseason starts soon. I'm happy with our business so far. And the one thing that looks really intriguing is that for us is that it's like we've got a plan of action, and we kind of know the players now we're looking at due to the media. But I feel like we're actually getting stuff done, as opposed to you always felt like a long, hard slog to bring a player into Man United under Woodward and Co. And it feels a lot quicker and a lot smoother now. So I hope the way I feel is a true reflection of how it is, because that should improve us on the pitch. But
I still don't know what style you're gonna go with, Terry. Like, is Ten Hag gonna go with this chaotic ping pong football still? Is he gonna try and go back to possession style football? What do you think is gonna happen, bro? These profile players that you're buying, man. I have
zero idea. And I've actually spent almost no time thinking about it this whole summer. Me and KJ spoke about it in Germany, and I think he asked me a similar question. I just said, I don't know, and I haven't given it any time and thought. And the reason I say that is because that's just, as a football fan, that's not really where I focus. I understand styles of football and I care about them, but I'm just putting faith at the moment in the people now running the club. Ten Hag to the side, in the sense of, I just can't imagine Barada, Ashworth, Wilcott looking at how we operated last year behind the scenes and on the pitch and saying, more the same, please. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what the style of play is going to be. I'm not going to try and name it, because there's only a handful of styles anyway. You either really play counter-attack football or possession-based football.
That's what I'm asking you. You think he's going to convert back to possession style football?
I think it will be more possession based, and again, everyone will have a different interpretation of what that looks like. So it's probably why I stay away from those conversations, because most of the time everybody's trying to catch you out. Having said that, we still had more of the ball last year than our average opponent. So does that count as possession based football? I don't know, but I think it's a case of, I think we will try to be more controlled in possession. For me, what is more important is how solid we are and how rigid we are out of possession. From the Arsenal game onwards at the back end of last season, when we brought Amrabat back into the middle and we maintained our shape, we narrowly got beat by Arsenal, won our remaining games in the Premier League, and beat the best team in the world, Man City, in the FA Cup final. Now, what you need to add to that is more quality in the overarching team. I like the idea that we've brought in two coaches to coach the side who, between them, play quite progressive modern day football. So I'm hoping it evolves in that way, if that makes sense. So I am hoping for that. I can't imagine the club will be happy with it staying as chaotic and as poorly structured as it was last season. And if we do start a campaign like that and we go a month or two in and it's still the same, Ten Hag will be gone. They'll absolutely fire him, in my opinion, because I don't think they want to play football. Why would you want to play football like that? There's no sustainability in it. And I just can't fathom that they will believe that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think with Ten Hag right now, with Van Nistelrooy lurking in the back, I think the little checkpoint for him is till Christmas. You know, let's see how he gets on until Christmas, and then from there, I think with these lot, if he's not cutting it after they've made all these signings, you might not enter the new year with him as your manager, Terry. It might be Van Nistelrooy.
Where was Van Nistelrooy before? Was he at PSV? Or where was he at before?
He was at PSV. Yeah. Yeah, he was. He won. I saw. He was the guy that laid the foundation for Slot to be successful, I think.
No, Slot was fine. Don't try that, guys. Don't shame.
It was PSV. It was PSV. So he was there. I think he won a trophy. And it's interesting. And someone said, was it two coaches? Yeah, two coaches. No way, Terry. Ten Hag has to improve massively this season, or he is gone. I didn't say he didn't have to improve. Where did I make any assertion that he doesn't have to? Of course, we have to improve.
Why are you talking about me for, man? What's Maresca got to do with this, man? You know what I'm saying?
Maresca's job is sticky.
We don't
right
know.
Now.
We don't know.
It's sticky to you lot.
Very trigger-happy, bro.
Don is buzzing. Don is buzzing over those training clips, aren't you, bruv?
Hey, listen. Good vibes right now. You know what I'm saying? Proper coach now. You know what I mean?
Watch out, first game of the season.
He saw one hug, bro. He saw the player, Maresca hugging one player, bro. All of a sudden, bro, in different sessions now, bro. You know
bro. Everything that's coming out now. When we hired him, I spoke about it, and now it's coming out that he's a lot clearer than all his predecessors, bro. That's Potter, that's Lampard, that's fucking Bruno. You get me? That's what's his name? Who else did we just have? Poch Poch as well. You know what I'm saying? So Ram, you
keep
putting your head in the sand.
Watch first game of the season. If he makes one mistake, you're gonna be on his neck.
No, Ram. Don't do that, bro. Every manager makes mistakes, but I don't expect a manager to be paid 10 million a year and keep making basic mistakes.
Don't try it.
There's a difference here. There's a difference there. Even Pep makes mistakes. Yeah, but the following week you'll see Pep try to rectify a mistake. He ain't gonna keep going with something that ain't working. That's what Poch kept doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Terry, go through the super chat.
I'm going through the super chats here. This one says, "Tell you see Ollie might be the new coach of Jamaica." I haven't seen that, but there we go. Well, there we go. Shows how good he is. Become an international manager of a great nation like that. Well done.
Coming down to.
I'm praying. Don't disrespect.
What a good manager.
Don't disrespect Jamaica, bro. What are you saying?
No, he wasn't disrespecting.
I'm disrespecting Ollie. He's a fraud.
United's problem has been development, not signings. True, but the reason there's been a lack of development is that there's been a lack of singing off the same hymn sheet from multiple departments of the club, which is why now if a manager fouls, I'll be far more relaxed about sacking them because there's a structure at the club. Nowadays, every time a club does something, they want rivals validation, and when it doesn't come their way, it is salty. Why do you I think you mean care what rivals say? Well, this is the thing. I don't need or want validation, brother. I've said that it's just funny watching the flip-flopping. So from a week ago, brilliant player. Oh my God, United got no chance. What are you even doing going near him? The same bid, by the way, not an increased bid. We get him, and it's how stupid of Man United to pay that for him. If that was your true fault, originally your opinion would be, why are you bidding that much, Terry, for him? He ain't that good. But it wasn't. It was, you know where you're getting a player of that quality. Maybe not you specifically, African Cat, but that's not looking for validation. That's laughing at the saltiness, my friend. I don't need rival fans to tell me what's good and bad about my club. Most of them think the Glazers were good. So I don't need them to tell me. I really, really don't. I really, really don't indeed. Don, he's a brilliant signing, and I'm Chelsea, is what God's will says here.
I never said he's not a good signing. I'm just saying, so far, from what I've seen, I'm not buying the hype because he's come with a lot of hype.
So let me ask you a direct question. Let me ask you a direct question just so we can have a direct answer. Forget the hype. Forget the research. Do you think he will be a success at Manchester United?
Bro, it depends what you put around him. You know what I'm saying? It depends how Ten Hag uses your team. There's a lot of factors that go into this, Terry. You've seen how Southgate has made a lot of players that are top players look shit. You know what I'm saying? We saw how Poch made a lot of players look shit, you know? So all of these factors have to come into play, bro. And like I said, he's young.
He didn't make players look shit.
At a young age.
Okay, so let me paint an easier picture to get an answer from. Let's say the structure and the culture becomes really good at Man United. Okay, so let's say he's working in a really good structure. The coaching's now good. Lots of good players around him. Because I agree with you. If the club still run like crap, most players won't look good. I think we can all agree on that. If it's run well and the team's developing and he's got good players around him, do you believe he will become a hit at Man United?
Yeah, I think it can be. I think it can be a hit for sure. For sure. Like I said, I like his attributes. You know what I'm saying? I like his raw attributes. But again, I just need to see a little bit more in it. And I can't wait to see him now. Obviously, now he's signed for you lot. We'll see what he does in the Prem.
He'll be a hit, then leave to Madrid.
Maybe. But maybe, I mean, people, I mean, you're saying that with a smile on your face while Trent's lifting his skirt up for Real Madrid, you dickhead. The banter. Listen, Ram. You know, since you've been coming on the terrace, you've become more of a man and less of a geek sitting in your bedroom. But you've still got to learn about how banter works. The amount of people have gone on Terry, but he might leave when he becomes good for Real Madrid. Everybody that's saying that to me is talking about that who support clubs who have had multiple players leave them for clubs like Real Madrid. It's weird. Like literally, Chelsea fans can't say shit because that's exactly what Hazard did, even though he flopped. Spurs, Modric. How many people have left Spurs for bigger clubs? Everyone, right? Liverpool is happening. I mean, one of your greatest players ever, McManaman, run his contract down to leave for free to do it. There's no banter here.
Whoa.
Facts.
Not one of the greatest. We've had greater players than McManaman.
Steve McManaman, I said one of your greatest sons. So Steve McManaman is one of the greatest players to come through your academy in the last 40 years.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. Hush your gums now with the banter. Learn how to do it properly, Ram. Come on, brother. Terry, I speak Spanish. I can confirm that the chant turned ugly in the last 10 seconds. Let it be known that most countries in South America are ignorant towards their own people. I'm Bolivian descent. Well, again, thank you very much for answering that. And again, in the last 10 seconds of the video, as far as I'm aware, you can't see who else is singing because of the camera angle. So that's why it's difficult. And this isn't defending anybody directly, but I think this is sensible. I can't sit there and go, player A, player B, player C are terrible for that when I haven't seen them sing. If that, again, and I'm just taking Andre's comment in isolation. Prior to that, you see other people singing. But this is what I've also been told, that the song at that point they were singing, I was told it isn't the same song. Andre, could you clarify that for us just on the show? Doesn't mean it's 100%. But were they different songs? Because, again, I have no idea. I don't speak Spanish, but thank you. He's a fraud, yet Arteta couldn't finish over him.
I think you mean Ollie.
Sorry?
Ollie. Oh, Ollie got a social.
Man actually sent a stupid point to defend Ollie, you know. I can't believe it.
My God.
Bro, where's Ollie now? Where's his Arteta, man? What are we doing here, bro? What is this?
Man United, who have we developed in the last 5 years? Well, Cobby would be on that list. Garnacho's on that list, but we haven't done a good enough job overall. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Don, we are still waiting for the hype from your team.
I don't get it.
Speak about your team, bro.
I think he's saying we're still waiting for Chelsea to be as good as you hype them up to be.
Oh, listen, bro. Time will tell, innit? When the season starts, we'll talk.
Obviously making sure that all the players are fit in it. Making sure all the players are fit in it.
I need my players to be fit.
Of course.
Don't forget, Don has documented everything for what everyone said, bro.
Bro, I told you.
Yeah, him and Ches, bro. Even
today's one's getting documented as well.
That filing cabinet is full, bro.
Dom and Ches, you know, aka we come in twos. Bro, I need to ask you, Don, because you're on stream, right? Do you and Ches have like a separate, like, do you, as soon as one of you is about to go into the group chat, do you message the other one and go, let's get ready to go in tag team like the Bushwhackers? Is that what you boys do? Because there is not a day where he tweets or you tweet. I mean, are you in the same room together? Because you are in there. It's like your Siamese twins, bruv.
Bro, I get at it, innit? And I'm in there and I'm straight away, I'm always seeing Ches going back and forth with you lot. Ches is worse than me in the group chat because I just let him go on one. You know what I'm saying? Me, I just say a few things and I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Does Yoro start versus Fulham? I think, Mike, let's see what he's like in pre-season. Let's see what he looks like. You know, if the lit comes in, and you have to weigh all these things up, but potentially, yes. Tony here says, bullshit. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm salty because this kid looks effing good. Don't want him at United at all. If any of our clubs signed him, we'd be so hyped. I agree with you, Tony.
I saw him play with your boy, Angel Gomez, yeah, Terry, yeah? I see him in there as well.
Angel Gomez. Lewis Nani's cousin, that is, in case anyone didn't know. Silvio with the Mahrez 26. Big year for him. Doku Grillo. Yeah, he's now there. Intrigued to see how good he's going to do in the Premier League. Social media has ruined football. Enzo is a dummy. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna listen, I'm not saying sing it. I'm not saying sing it. I'm not condoning it, but why live stream it on the internet?
This is what I'm saying. Like, how stupid can you get? How stupid can you get to go and do that? It's
like, I'm going to go and burgle a house tonight, but I'm going to live stream it while I'm doing it. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Originally, he was supposed to go, but they denied. Oh, to the Olympics. Yeah. I hear you on that. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to go now. We will see. I wanted to ask you guys about Arsenal, Chelsea. Both linked again today to Raphinha. There's talk that Raphinha would like to now return back to the Premier League. What are you saying, gents? I'm going to throw this to Saad first. From an Arsenal perspective, you need to bolster the attacking line. He obviously said no to both yourselves and Chelsea a few years ago to join Barcelona. But would you take him back now to give that competition and respite to Saka? Or has that ship sailed, in your opinion?
If he's willing to sit on the bench for Saka, of course, I'd take him back. I still think he's a good player, and I still think there's something there in the player. No, he's not playing left wing. It's right wing or nothing. If he wants to sit on the bench, he can sit on the bench.
I'm pretty sure Barca played them there.
Why can't he play left wing?
No, but we'll play him on the right. I don't want him touching.
I'm saying he can play both sides.
I think Martinelli and Trossard are better players than him. In my personal opinion. Brother, we don't want to speak about your Martinelli thoughts. We already know you think Martinelli's in the garbage from what you said against Madrid. Hold on. I know what you said about him and Madrid, bro. So it's okay.
I said he's limited. Doesn't mean he's not a good player.
But
Saad, why don't you play Saka on the left and Raphinha on the right?
No. Saka does not move his position. Saka has that right position for a reason.
So I don't think though, like squad game, 50 games a season, Saka's going to get eventually Limp Bizkit 2.0. You got a player there that can come in.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, he was Limp Bizkit at the toilet bowl. But anyway, enough of the dead banter. Let's actually get to the facts. Let's get to the facts. Nah, for real. I'll take him as a backup. I don't think he gets on that left side, if I'm being honest, because Trossard at the moment, listen, he was on fire.
Trossard don't start, though.
But he even finished the second half of the season, he took over. Now, it's going to be competition on that left side for them.
What about Leroy Sane? He's got that Arteta link from City.
No.
1 year left in his contract.
Hold on a minute. Brother, I want to be... my mental health, bro, please, and my heart, bro, please, my blood pressure.
And there's the standard.
I would rather No, Leroy Sane is dead. He's a dead baller, bro.
Well, he terrorized you at the Emirates.
Okay, one run. Hang on.
Break that down. Break down Leroy Sane is a dead baller, please, for me.
Bro's won 5 league titles.
I think he's late. Brother, 5 league titles at Manchester City.
It doesn't matter.
We can't really bring that out and be like, oh yeah, look at this and look at that.
I swear he won the treble
over Leroy Sane.
No, he didn't.
Right, guys, let him break it down. Let him break it down. Interesting. Explain why he's a dead baller. I need to understand.
I think he's a very lazy player. I also think that passing wise, he's passing his way off. He may have a little dribble in him, and he may have the speed, and that's what happened against us. Numerous amounts of times where you say he cut through us, he just ran straight and received the ball, and because he was fast enough, he was able to get past everybody. But other than that, what does he have? His shots are not very good at this moment in time where we're talking right now. I'm not talking about the player that was at Manchester City, because I think the player at Manchester City was good, but since he's come to Bayern Munich and now the player that we see right now, I don't think he's good, and I don't want him at Arsenal. Know what? That's how I would explain that he's a dead baller.
In all seriousness about Sane, I have to agree with Saad. I personally don't rate him as well. I don't rate him at all. I think ever since that game against PSG in COVID, I have just been off him because his decision making. I think you missed one big thing, Saad. His decision making is atrocious.
It's awful.
He makes the wrong decision. He shoots when he has to pass. He passes when he shoots. He's greedy as hell. And he's direct, but he's not like Robben. He thinks he's Robben, but he's not like Robben. He tries to do everything by himself and just fails utterly miserably.
To me, he looks like a player that's fading away. He's starting to fade away. That talent that he had at Man City is starting to fade away. I'm like, bro, what is going on? The only hope, if he did come to Arsenal, is I think if Mikel Arteta could somehow, because Mikel Arteta was training him a lot, and there was like certain groups, and Mikel Arteta had a group with him, Sterling, those kind of players. So listen, it could be something where he comes to the club and Mikel Arteta is able to get something out of him. And he got something out of Havertz. I didn't think that was even physically possible until it happened. But, bro, it could happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I just don't, personally, at this moment in time, I don't rate the player. And I don't think he comes in and starts for us. Or
He moved to Bayern Munich in 2020. The season just gone right now is his best season for output in terms of GA, right? He got more assists last season than any season since he's been in Germany. And he was fighting with Gnabry, Coman, Musiala to play in that position. In an Arsenal shirt, on that left-hand side, Arteta loves versatility. He loves players that can play everywhere. I think if you've got a Sane coming off the bench and you've got a Martinelli coming off the bench, it's night and day there. He's got Champions League experience, and he's bringing a winning mentality into the dressing room.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd rather get Gnabry than Sane. I really do.
Gnabry won't leave.
I think at this moment, I think it speaks volumes when people but back in the day, Klopp really loved Sane. Like, he loved him. We wished he had him in his team. But then after that, when he got offered the opportunity to sign him, he didn't want to get him. I think that speaks volumes because he was highly touted by so many clubs, but now so many clubs just don't look at him anymore because they just don't rate him that much, and he hasn't shown any form of development ever since he left Man City to go to Bayern Munich. And remember, when he left Man City, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's no longer shackled by Pep. He can now go on and do his own thing," and he hasn't really shown it.
Yeah, but he's just had his best season in terms of output since he's been in Germany, and he's older, and it's a worse Bayern Munich team.
But if that happened, if he was so popping and he had his best season for output and that, when he was on the big stage for Germany, why did he play like a bozo? And by the way, he had no. I'm talking Phil Foden performances. That's what this guy was dropping. No good games at all for Germany. None.
But then, Henry, I think it speaks volume of how bad he's been at Bayern. If this was his best season, I think his overall Bayern. I still think
there's an option, man. Like if you're looking at Eddie Nketiah or Reece Nelson coming off the bench or Martinelli coming off the bench, and you got to leave Sane.
But Henry, that's the thing though. These players that you just named, the Reece Nelson, the Nketiah, these guys are going to be gone. They're already looking at offers and they're getting offers from clubs.
Yeah, but
like West Ham are in for Reece Nelson, Fulham are in for Nketiah, and Marseille are in for Nketiah. So clubs are looking at these players and they're going to get them because we're going to get rid of them. But I need us to now bring in players that are not or don't need as much work now, because I think we're right at that position where we can just reach out and grab that Premier League, but we need to get players to get us over the line. I don't know whether he's that.
I get the decision making be put up there. This guy's played 175 games for Bayern Munich, and he has 48 goals and 50 assists. So to put that into context of output, Bukayo Saka has played, who I rate, has played 226 games, has 58 goals and 53 assists. So in around, what is that, 50 less games, and I understand Saka started a lot younger. Some of that was at left back, so I understand. But in 50 left games, he has only slightly less goals and assists than him. Like the level of return for, and as you say, he's competing against Komans, Gnabry's, Musiala's, and co. I don't know. I just feel like with Leroy Sane, all that's happened is the Premier League hype has fallen away because we don't watch him enough. I still think there's a. And I'm not saying he has to start for Arsenal every week, but I look at it and go, I look at who you guys are linked to, and you need some reinforcements in that attacking area. I know the Calafiori deal we'll get onto a minute. There's a delay. We're seeing different reports. Some of it is that Arsenal haven't agreed a deal. Some of it is that Bologna and Basel were arguing over the sell-on fee. And I actually believe they're one of the same. I think that Bologna are probably asking Arsenal for more money because they're going to lose 50% of it to Basel. So Arsenal are pushing back and everything else. But attacking wise, you even need a good quality number 9, or you need more output from a new inside forward. You have to. And you can't go out, in my opinion, and sign a new player who's at a Reece Nelson or Nketiah level. It's got to be somebody that is above that. And I mean, there is talk that Sane wouldn't leave anyway. But I look at players like Sane, I look at Raphinha's, and I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans turn their nose up at them, and I think they would be excellent additions to your first team and squad. I really do. I don't think any of them are dead.
Raphinha, I would take. Raphinha, I think he's still got that ability and that drive. You can see at times like he has that. He wants to win, and he looks like his decision making is good at times. Like his passing is good, his shooting's good. But
they said Havertz.
Listen,
you put the right manager in the right environment. Why can't you do the same with Sane? Like people said, Havertz is going to be an absolute flop. And yes, don't get me wrong, you're starting horrendously. And then all of a sudden the confidence builds up and you get better performances. Plus, Sane would walk in and be the most experienced player in that squad.
I think Sane's worked with better managers and still hadn't shown enough. Like, you work with Hansi Flick, and Hansi Flick got a tune out of Gnabry, Coleman, and players like that. And he didn't have this as much of an impact with Sane as he did with the other two. That's it just works both ways, I think. It's a difficult one with Sane. I think overall, for me, the amount of promise that he's shown and the quality that he showed, the quality in the Premier League was unbelievable. And I thought he was going to really kick on. And he just hasn't done it.
That's also one thing as well. He makes 350k a week, by the way, in Bayern Munich. Yeah. So if he comes in, is he willing to take a pay cut? Because I don't see us paying 350k a week for somebody I don't think can replace Saka. I don't think he may be.
I mean, De Ligt's willing to take a pay cut to join Manchester United, and I would say that you're probably in a better position than we are. You're in a more attractive position. So, I think players are willing to take pay cuts. What you may need to do with someone like Sane is, firstly, is he being paid that in pounds or euros? That's significant. Secondly, a lot of these players are happy to take incentive-based salaries. So, okay, well, I'll drop my base to 200k, but if I score an assist at this level and if we win these trophies, then I get paid a bonus that equates to what I'm earning now. And again, why would you not say yes to that at Arsenal if you genuinely believe in the player, your manager, and what you're building? But let me ask you a question, Saad. Are you not trying to protect Saka too much? That Saka's position, I don't want no one to challenge him, no one to get in his way.
No,
you're doing that at all?
No, because I want somebody to come in that could be better than Saka. I invite the pressure and I invite the competitiveness, because I feel like Saka has never truly had somebody to compete for that spot against him. He's never had somebody that's like, you know what? If you don't play well, bro, I'm right here. I'll take a spot easy. So I think he needs that. And I invite that on because I appreciate every single position having 1 to 2 to 3 good players in it, that they're all fighting for the same spot and they all want to get the starting position. But the only thing is, I don't think Sane is good enough to replace him. I don't think he's good enough to start over him. That's just my personal opinion from what I've seen. Even against Odegaard, you see the connection that they got, the chemistry that they have. I don't think you could take that away from a thing with him and Ben White.
I understand that. What's your take on the situation with Calafiori? I mean, there's talk of, I mentioned earlier, the delays. Are you starting to get concerned as an Arsenal fan, or is this just par for the course?
I'm starting to get a bit pissed off, to be honest. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm hearing all types of different stories. First, I heard that Bologna are trying to get a better, or they're trying to get less. The sell-on clause. They're trying to get the sell-on clause reduced. Then I heard that they're trying to input a sell-on clause into the deal with Arsenal. So if we sell him, they get part of the money there. Now I'm hearing that apparently they wanted Jakub Kiwior, but he doesn't want to go in. And then I think just before I came on, I now saw that apparently Bologna want the £42 million up front. So I'm hearing all types of different things from all types of different journalists. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what's real, because everybody else is saying different things. What is real? What is happening? What is the issue with this thing? And why is it not getting over the line? I think we're right now, the deals are moving really slow, and I do think we need to speed it up because we need to get these players in, man. We got pre-season. I need to get them. We need to get them in, get them warmed up, get them used to playing with the players, because as soon as it starts, it's not like it's not like how we were before, where first game, second game, you're okay if you lose maybe one game. No, that's not the case now. You're going for titles. So you can't lose those first 3 games. You can't lose any of the games. You have to consistently keep on going and winning and winning and winning. Do you know what I mean? So you can't drop the ball, especially if you're trying to go up against Manchester City, who, by the way, we've gone against them the last 2 seasons and failed both times. And the first time
they've just made a signing today. They just announced Saad.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, the first time we did it, we were clear of them. And all of a sudden they catch us back. So we need to be on job, and we need to be getting these players in, get them situated, get them ready for this thing, because we're not playing about. We're at the top of the top right now. So we have to be moving like a top club. And even right now, you look at City, they're not even doing the business. They only just released Savio right now. I believe that deal's been completed January. For a while now. So they've only just released him now. So you have to really look at it and be like, what is going on in the market in a whole? Because the only players you really see getting confirmed are young players. Man United are really the only team that have been getting deals done, and even their two that they've confirmed are like younger players. Like nobody's really gone for like a stamp, for like a signature signing, somebody that's like a top draw signing that's like costs a lot of money. So it's an interesting one, but I'm getting sick and tired of it, to be honest. I just want us to hurry up and get the signings in so we can get them put into pre-season training and get them ready, to be honest, in my personal opinion.
I think you're only going to sign 3 or 4 players. Like I think max, and that's including Raya. I think like you'll bring in maybe a forward and a DM in Calafiori. I think Calafiori gets done. I just think it's just dragging out. I don't know which club decided to put a 50% release clause in, not release clause, a sell-on fee, but that's just throwing a huge spanner in the works.
Who's that? For Calafiori?
Yeah, Basel.
It was Basel. It was Basel. Yeah, they got the 50%.
Yeah, it's just a massive spanner in the works. And apparently Bayern Munich have got a sell-on clause when they sell him from Switzerland. So they're owed money from Bologna. Well, not Bayern Munich, whatever team was before, Genoa or so. I don't know. But yeah, apparently there's another.
Oh, what? Is that Savio?
No, the team that Calafiori joined Basel from is owed money as well in the deal. So yeah, it's there's a lot of headache and a lot of politics in it, but I do think you'll get it done.
Yeah, listen, I think we can get it done. I think it's just we've kind of hit a wall in the negotiations, and right now it's an obstacle that we got to get over. Edu has to be doing these negotiations. He has to be doing it better. Listen, we've criticized as Arsenal fans Edu for a long time. Yes, he done the Rice deal. Yes, he done this. He done that. He brought these good players in, but he still made a lot of mistakes during signings. He still made a lot of mistakes down the road. If you look at his pathway through how he's gone from when he started to how he is now, like not a lot has changed in regards to like the speed of deals and stuff like that. The only ones you get is the odd ones like Fabio Vieira, but that just came out of nowhere. It shocked everyone because all of a sudden, bang, it's agreed. It's being announced in one day. So that's one of those ones. It's interesting to see because we still don't know who this so-called mystery German player is. We don't know who that is. Yeah, God forbid, man. God forbid, man. Don't do that to me, bro.
Could be Gnabry, bro. Who knows?
No, the thing is, Gnabry, I think he's done with Arsenal, bro. As soon as he scored against us last season, he celebrated. I knew he's way past that, bro. He's way past that. I don't think his chapter's done.
Yeah. Keeping it in North London, I did hear some reports today that Spurs are interested in Scott McTominay of Man United.
Yeah,
what a baller! Congratulations.
Yeah, is it the Sun who reported that?
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's got to be true.
I mean, we're good competition for James Maddison, man.
£40 million.
Yeah, that's no chance.
Go on. If you give Man United £40 million for Scott McTominay, I will wear a Spurs shirt next season.
How much do you get him for
a game?
Scott McTominay?
Nothing. He's academy player.
He's academy.
Oh, is he from your academy?
So that will all be that will. I know that we have a lot of accountants now that watch football. That'll be pure profit as well.
That's pure profit. That is pure profit, bro. That's crazy.
$40 million. Come on. How Spursy a signing would that be in your opinion?
Yeah, that's top. That'll be probably top of the tree. Either that or paying 60 million for a Richarlison. Either one of those.
What about Timo Werner, man?
It's only a loan deal. That
we got the loan.
I'll tell you what, though. I don't know if any of you saw Mikey Moore at 16 years of age. He's going to be.
Here we go.
Player. No, he will be some player.
I sense deflection.
What, like Scarlett and Parrot?
No, Parrot. We just sold Parrot to.
I know, but I remember you all saying that about Parrot 5 years ago.
Parrot, the next Harry Kane.
You can see on the Robbie
Keane.
Like the thing with Spurs' academy, like you've had Harry Kane, right? Who are the others? And you had Ledley King, who's been gone a long time.
Sol Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, Sol Campbell's been retired for 20 years, and he's an Arsenal legend.
That's it.
Who is your academy produced? Who are these stars that your academy's produced?
Tom Huddleston.
They bought. I swear they bought Huddleston. He went academy player.
Ollie
David
Skip.
Bentley.
I mean,
Ollie Skip. Who are these? Who are these international?
Marcus Edwards.
Who are these international players you've been developing? That's
No,
the
we
thing.
haven't.
You don't have a good academy per se. You just don't.
No, yeah,
Terry, respect Harry Winks, Terry.
What we do is every now and then we pull out a gem, like a Kane, like a Campbell, like a
Dawson.
gem.
Who's Parrot? I don't. What's his first name? What's this Parrot guy's first name?
Troy Parrott. Even calling him a parrot is ridiculous, because when you think of a parrot, you think of that. What's that big red parrot called? Is it called a what are them big red parrots called? Come on, Ram, you're educated. What is the big red ones?
What, the one from Lion
I know what you're on about.
No,
that's a toucan, bro.
Yeah, no, it's not even a parrot, is it? Like, I'm actually like googling.
Is it not a parrot?
No, not red. No, the ones that are blue. Sorry, they're sometimes red, but they're also blue and yellow. They're called. What are their names?
I have no idea.
It's annoying me now that I don't know what these big. They've literally, you know them if you see them. They're just a macaw. That's it. A macaw. Right? They're the big blue. That's what I think of a parrot. When I think of Troy Parrott, I think of parakeet, that little green shitty thing that flies around the countryside. He's not a real parrot, is he? He's not a proper bird.
No, he's trash. But Mikey Moore, though, I've got that's the last one for me for a long time. I don't think we'll produce.
He's a sparrow, bro. He ain't a parrot. He's a sparrow. No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this guy's not good, but you're one club, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful. And I know that certain Spurs fans online that hate you won't like this. But Spurs is academy. Like West Ham fans, I can listen to you about your academy. Chelsea, yep. Arsenal,
even Crystal Palace.
I can listen to a little bit of Arsenal. Palace, I can. Southampton, I can. Cities, you can now. Man United, of course. Even Liverpool, I'm sketchy about, bruv.
No, don't do that, Terry. Don't do that.
Hang on. Well, let me finish talking. You've had McManaman and Fowler and Owen. You've had Gerrard and you've had Trent. So do you know what? That's 5 top class. But at least a lot of your academy players, to be fair to Liverpool, go on to have Premier League and international careers. When I think of Tottenham, I can't think of very many who were either top class players or have gone on to be well-established Premier League players and beyond. I don't know.
What about Gaza?
There's not an academy player. He came from Newcastle.
Glenn Hoddle's the best to come out of our academy.
Yeah, but you're talking about a man who retired before we all started watching football, mate.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got nothing.
we got Hoddle, man.
Yeah.
But like if you look since 2000, the best 5 have been Campbell, King, Kane, Winks, and Skip. I mean, what is that? Mikey Moore, though, I'm telling you now, he's going to be a serious player. He won't be there long. He's already on 20 grand a week at 16.
I mean, people are saying Bale came from Southampton, not Spurs. Carl Walker, Sheffield United, was he?
Sheffield United.
He wasn't a Spurs academy player. This is the thing.
Danny Rhodes was from Leeds.
Dele Alli was bought from MK Dons. So it's one of these things. Like it's not even a dig. It's why whenever I hear a Spurs fan,
young talent.
No, you are. But when I hear Spurs fans hype up their academy talent, I just laugh. Because barring 2 or 3 anomalies in 40 years, you produce 3 players in 40 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. Where's Robbie Keane from? Oh, he's from Wolves, isn't he?
Oh, I know he played at Wolves when he was younger. So, yeah, he definitely didn't come from Spurs' academy.
Madueke is another one.
Carl Walker-Peters is not a bad player, to be fair. At least he's actually had a career where he's not bad. I'll give him that.
We're going to end up signing him. I'm telling you that now.
Okay, now.
Actually, was Peter Crouch one of your academy players?
No, he's from Southampton.
Yeah.
Ram said that quick, bro. Relax around. I said, no, he's from Southampton.
I don't know if that's true. Peter, because he was at Spurs before he joined the second time. Let me go and check this. But he might have done like double academy. So no, youth career. Brentford, followed by Crystal Palace. His final 3 years at academy level with Tottenham from 1995 until 1998. And then he was in Tottenham's first team squad from 98 to 2000, but didn't kick a ball for him. So he is a Spurs academy player.
Andrew Townsend, he was half decent. Nothing great, but he was half decent.
No, he goes into that category of he's a Premier League player though. So yeah, there's a couple. So there's a few.
What about David Bentley?
No, he's Arsenal. He was Arsenal.
Oh, he's Arsenal. Well,
your football knowledge is shocking, Ram.
I thought he was from Tottenham. I didn't remember him from Tottenham.
That means we need to. I
can't believe someone just said Michael Carrick. No, Michael Carrick. Mudryk was bought. And Michael Carrick comes from the West Ham academy. Come on, learn your football. Man, you're
what's the record? What's the record for United with the? They've always had at least one, haven't they?
Bro,
always had one academy player in the first team.
Isn't it 200 plus games now?
It always keeps on going.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
No. It's 200 is nothing. It's we've had a graduate academy in every single matchday squad for 86 years.
Yeah, wow. I thought it was years, bro.
So I don't know how many games that is. If you just average it out at say 50 games, I don't know what the actual game amount is, but say that you average it out at 50 games a season, times that by 8, you're talking over 4,000 games.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And when I say in the matchday squad, so that's either starting or on the bench. So, and invariably they've been on the pitch. But yeah, so it's a matchday squad to have an academy player in it for 86, and those things matter for me. And I would cry my eyes out one day if someone stupidly broke that record and forgot. Do you know what I mean? That'd kill me, because that's just one of those things you want to keep going. So, yes, David Beckham. David Beckham's Man United's academy, mate. He's not the Spurs academy. Not
changing the subject.
He might have played at Spurs, but he graduated from Man United. Yeah, so Spurs. He was at Spurs for 4 years, but then he did his graduation from
that was youth team, wasn't it? Before the academy.
Yeah, so he was younger days. So he got developed. Yeah, he then left Spurs to join Man United and did his graduate years at Man United. So he's a Man United. It's essentially, it counts where you graduate from, not where you were before. He's a Man United academy player.
Just one last thing before we could move on Tottenham. What do you lot think of the links of Chiesa for 25 million euro?
Meh. The only thing for me is his injury record.
Yeah. You want to see something? This is a physical representation of his body.
Yeah,
literally. He's like a leaf.
He's a great player, man. He's a really, really good player, but he is going to be one of them ones that is just.
He's made of biscuits. He's made of biscuits.
We got a good relationship with Juve as well. Like the last 5 or 6 years, we've had about 4 or 5 of their players, but
they gave you their Deadwood. Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're Deadwood, but Bentancur's a good player. Bentancur and Kulusevski. Romero's not Deadwood. Just want to come America again.
No, that's Atalanta. That one you.
Yeah, but it's the technicality that because he left. Isn't he the first player to leave 2 clubs in the same window? Didn't he go from Juve to Atalanta?
I think he played for Atalanta for quite a while.
Is that Romero?
Yeah, Cuti Romero.
Rolls Royce for Romero. That is to you, by the way.
Dead.
Oh my days. Have some shame. Have some shame right there.
Are you gonna do what West Ham fans do? Are you gonna do what West Ham fans do and be like, Spurs have won Copa America because of a player?
No, I'm not ashamed. I can do it. Wow. You know, we had the World Cup winning captain with France, so
he didn't play a single game for Juve. Come on.
He was still there, though.
Yeah, he was at Juve from 2019 to 2021.
Guys and viewers, we're going to play the quiz now. And there's some big money to be won tonight on this quiz as well. So we're going to change the background. We're going to change where we all sit. There's the game. Look at that. Seamless transition. The link is in our description, or it's in the live comment section as well. So we're going to go into the free-to-play game to begin with. There is a $5 prize pool on this. Saad going up first in the 3 games. I'm going to go in there now. We've got to wait till 15 people are seated. So get yourselves in there. And we are waiting. And we are waiting for you to come in and give it a go. And there's a big Chelsea one in this. I'm sad that Don isn't here. So if any Chelsea fan wants to come on the air and do it, let us know. But get yourselves in. Get yourselves ready to play. And
I just want to warn you guys. I'm very bad at this kind of stuff. Like, whenever there's a timer, I'm bad. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just pre-warning you guys. If I shit the bed, just don't.
I won both mine last time. I won both of them 2 in a row.
I don't know what it is about the timing, and I keep on looking at the clock, and I'm just like, oh shit.
You've got to learn to handle pressure better, young man.
Yeah. I do, man. It's one of my bad traits, man. I'm always trying to fix it, man. But let's see what happens, man. See what happens.
Apparently, Brentford have lowered the asking price for Tony to 35 mil. That's Liverpool doing it.
I'm not surprised. I'm not. By the way, 8 p.m. We're announcing Big Man Leny. Hey, I love it as well because David's new nickname, Chelsea fan David, is Leny. We're calling him Leny now from now on in.
Why?
Because watching him run and play football. He reminded me his movements. He reminded me of Leny from Of Mice and Men.
Wow. Wow.
Man moves like Leny. It's just like, it's crazy. Also, I need to, KJ, I'm sorry that KJ had a bit of an accident on his way home in Germany and he lost the bag and he lost the hard drive and the hard drive has my superb volley on it. So we hadn't all of the football chat had been edited and the greatest goal I've ever scored in my whole life. Now, thankfully, there were some witnesses to it, but the hard drive is missing and we're not ready. So we're hopeful that it's going to turn up the bag. We're hopeful. Otherwise, right. It was great, by the way. This volley I scored was immense. We need one more person for this quiz, by the way, and then we are good to
If
go.
anybody found the hard drive, let Terry know, man. Let Terry know. There might be
if someone has stolen it, I'll pay. But the quiz is about to start now. We've got 15 people locked in. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Right, so let's go. Which Chelsea player has the most appearances for their club?
Frank Lampard.
Oh, look at that. Because there's more people in it now. I would have gone with John Terry.
John Terry, it was either Terry or Ron Harris.
Let's have a wait. We're waiting. Oh, it was Ron Harris. Ron Harris.
Yeah.
So only 3 people got that right. So where are you? You're gonna be bossing. You're gonna be bossing.
Yeah, I'm bottom. I'm bottom.
Next question. Which player scored for England in their 2012 opener against France?
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, Walcott.
No, it wasn't.
It was Joleon Lescott. I think it's Joleon Lescott.
Because Gerrard crossed it into Lescott.
Oh,
no one's got it right. Everybody has got that one wrong. Saad, you're having a mare, brother. You're having a mare, brother.
This is bad. This is bad, man.
Next question's coming here.
Ball knowledge, by the way.
Yeah, shit.
Nobody.
Apparently, my ball knowledge is poor.
Okay, guys. Who led Man City to multiple Premier League titles? There we go. That's an easy.
They gave me an easy one.
Hang on a minute. Someone said Jose Mourinho.
Wait, someone said Wenger.
No. Awful.
We got to Papa Wenger, man.
Okay. So yeah, you got it right. Everybody should have got that one right. A little bit of a trick question. I liked it. We've got 2 more questions to go. Oh, look at that. The leaderboard changed loads. Who was Spurs' manager during the 91 FA Cup victory? Don't tell him, Henry. Easy.
Terry Venables.
You are right. That's the famous one where they beat Arsenal in the semi-final.
A free kick.
Fuckers. Yeah, I hate
He's going to have a strike. He is, I love that commentary.
I fucking hate it.
Next question. Get ready, bro. It's coming now. Which England goalkeeper made a save against Pele in the 1970 World Cup?
Come on.
Greatest save ever.
Gordon Banks.
Boom.
That was a double save, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was the low save to the bottom.
Yeah.
But let's see what you ended up in the end. You came third. You didn't do bad. You came third. Matt won. Man like Matt won.
Matt. What are you always doing here, Matt? Yeah.
So well done. You won that. So we're gonna go back to the lobby here. We're gonna do English. This is more fun. This one. So we're gonna do. What one should we do next? Let's do Premier League. We'll do it again. We'll do another free one. We'll do this one here. We're waiting for more people to arrive. And this time, Henry, you are going up. You are doing this quiz this time, my friend.
Henry.
Won the last 2, so let's make it back to back to back to back.
Oh, wait, is it Henry or Ram?
That's Henry.
It's going to be Madrid. Madrid 3 champs in a row. Watch me get. Well, I'll come last now. You watch.
Saad just had the easiest quiz ever, and he mangled it, mate. Mangled it.
No. Listen. After the Pep Guardiola question, I was actually all right. It was just those first 2 questions. I had to warm myself up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Come on. Give me a break.
Waiting for a few more people to get seated here. Oh, I can't wait for this announcement to come out. I cannot wait for this announcement to come out at 8 o'clock. It's watching everybody get salty.
Yeah, because he's just gonna keep going on and on about it.
While we're waiting for this to do you agree with the fact that they're giving him 100 and something thousand pounds?
112k a week. I'm more than happy with that.
112k a week. You're happy with that?
Wow.
Because
man, that's a lot for me, man, for a youngster.
No, I'm
Big
fine with it.
money.
I look at it along the lines of you're convincing him to not join the biggest club in the world. You're telling him he's going to be a regular member of the first team. He's coming in, he's actually going to be paid significantly less than all our other centre backs. And there's incentive base to it where it can rise as it goes forward. You can't tell someone how amazing they are and how desperate you are to sign them and then go, there's 20 grand a week. You've got to pay them significantly, but it's not crazy. You know, the same as like Joshua Zirkzee. We're only paying him £56,000 a week. When did Man United sign a new number 9 and give him £56,000 a week? So I'm quite comfortable with the way we're moving, the way we're operating, to be honest.
That's why I expected that though. I expected the 50K because I looked at his previous contract and he was on like 7K a week or something, which is obviously he's not going to be on bare money, bro. He's a kid, but like he was on 7K a week. Like if you gave him like a 50 or 60K a week, he's probably looking at, oh my god, bro, look at this money. Like, but I thought 112K. The only thing I can accept is if Real Madrid already offered him 112K, and he was like, "Hold on a minute, Real Madrid are going to offer me 112K. You should match that if you really want me to come to you." That's the only reason why I think they might have done that. Otherwise, I don't understand it.
From that perspective, when you see the wages, I kind of understand why Liverpool didn't want to go in for him, because then he's going to be earning more than Konate, Konate is a more senior player. He's got international caps and everything like that. It just makes no sense to do that, to break a wage bill.
Real Madrid, though, aren't you? Real Madrid would have offered him a lot of wages as well.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, they offered a lower. What's Konate earning a week then?
I think it's 80.
No, 80. That's really low. That's really
Liverpool have always had. Did you before Salah's?
But Liverpool's isn't. Liverpool's is really incentive based. So if you guys win the Premier League, you'll find that his salary what he's paid in bonuses will probably rise to 250K. So you actually look at the year after Liverpool win major trophies, the wage bill skyrockets. We're looking for 3 more people to get seated before Henry's quiz starts. So get yourselves in, people. It's free to enter. There's a little cash prize for you, and we've got the big Chelsea one coming up soon as well, which I'm gonna do it and see if I can win it. There's a big prize pot on that one as well, so I'm excited about that one. One more seat ready, and then we're good to go on quiz. Remember, it's free to sign up. It's all knowledge based. There is some money to be won. There's quizzes that sit outside of football as well, so you do movie quizzes. They're really, really good. It's a great game to play. I love playing it, and that's why we've partnered with them for our top 6 show for the foreseeable future.
He's on. Someone in the chat's put Van der Ven's on 50K a week. I think he's on 57K a week. Yeah. And Yoro's on how much? 112. I mean, look, you can beat Real Madrid, but here we go.
Right, here we go. Right, let's get ready. Most Premier League assists in a season for City. Who has
Kevin
it?
De Bruyne.
That's easy. Yeah.
No,
can you imagine if it was Silva?
20. It's 20. Kevin De Bruyne got 20, no?
Oh yes, he did. He matched Henry's record.
Henry, yeah.
That's pretty quick. That was pretty quick. Right. Which substitute scored the winner against Hull in 2016 in the Premier League for Man United?
Juan Mata.
It's not. It was Manchester. It's Marcus Rashford.
Oh, you mother!
I knew that one. I remember that goal. It was great.
Thanks for the help. Cheers for that.
Yeah, it's all right. I could have got it right for you, but I thought now. Number of goals in a Man City's 2018 record season. 106. Cool.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, Henry, where are you sitting in the table? Oh, Matt's doing well again. What is another nickname for Spurs?
Stay Lily Whites, bang. We got to be quick on that.
We were quick.
We've got to be like hide. I don't even know where we are.
2 people said the Gunners. You jumped at the 7th. You're into 7th place. Who provided the most assists in the 2019 Premier League season for Man United?
Paul Pogba.
I think he might have done, you know. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it's Paul Pogba.
I think that was the season where we started off. He had like 7 in the first 3 or 4 games. Where'd you come 7th? You came 7th.
I mean, I got 4 out of 5. I can't
hold that, Henry.
7th. 7th. Right, let's go back to the lobby now. Right. So
How'd you get
I'm
4
going
out
to
of 5
play.
still comes
We're going to
from?
play this bad boy here. We're going to play the Premier League one here. $3 entry, $10 for the first place, $5 for second, $3 for third. Get yourselves in there now, people. Ram, you're up next. We're playing for real hard money here.
No pressure, innit?
It's hard. It's hard.
Shit.
There you are,
No
Let's get
pressure.
prepared, bro. Man said.
No pressure. No pressure now. I remember we're playing in this game, but you might get into the one after this. They just stay up on there, so make sure you're in them. Well done, Mark, for winning that last quiz, bro. Well done, you. And Matt's been killing it. Matt's been killing it. And here we go. The game's going to start. We got 7 in there quick. So let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Which player's goal clinched Man United's league?
Zlatan.
Boom, that was quick. It was. Yeah, that's how you answer it. You got to get on that fast.
You were off the mark there, like Prime Hamilton there, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah, lights out and away we go.
Nice.
Into the chicane.
Tottenham's first Champions League final appearance was in what year?
2019.
It was against your club. There we go.
Everyone should have got that. Everyone should have got it. It's easy. It's only been one. How can you not
Cheers,
remember?
mate.
Oh, you're staying in third place. You're still in the money. Matt's there in second. Who was Chelsea's manager during their first Premier League title win?
Mourinho.
Ooh,
be quicker there.
There's a few people that came in late there. Carlo Ancelotti, 2 people said.
Ancelotti's crazy.
Let's see if you jumped up here. Oh, you stayed in third, but Matt's gone top.
Oh, God.
Which Chelsea player scored the winning goal in the 2020 final? Oh, yeah, easy one. Everybody got that right. Just depends on your speed here. Is Matt staying top? Are you staying third? Will you go to second, maybe? Or you stayed there? This is it. Last question. The fastest wins. Which club did Ronaldo join after leaving Juventus? Man United. Oh, that was pretty quick. Oh, everyone got it right, though. Oh, no, you stayed in third. Matt wins. Oh, look at that, Matt, there. You did win a prize there as you go. We're going to play that one again. We're going to go back into that again. We're going to sit back in the lobby. And I'm going to go this time. I'm going to give it a go. You're going up against me, ladies and gentlemen. So get yourselves in there, people. Matt celebrating there in the watching. There we go. He wins. Well done, my friend. Well done for playing in and do it. Give it a go. Get yourselves in there now, people, and let's do this. I'm going to win this. And you've won 2 out of 3 so far, Matt. You're spot on. Spot on.
If only Saad got that, Jolie and Les got one, man.
Listen, allow me, man. Allow me, bro. Allow me. They got Jolie and Les got, man.
We're waiting for one more seat available, people, to go up against the man. Which is me. I don't really think that highly of myself. I'm just playing. To go up against myself. One more seat available. Is Matt's bottled it. Matt ain't bothered coming in. Matt's not bothered. Matt has bottled it. Doesn't want to go up against the king. I get it. I do get it. Terry, you're a slow reader. That's what makes the game harder. It's true. We have it harder because I'm quite slow at reading and I've got to read it out. So that's true. But it's part of the fun. It's not. Oh, you are in there, Matt. Matt is in there. I like that. Waiting on one more person, people. Get signed up now. You can click on the link in our description to get that done. If you don't have an account, you can sign in with Google or Apple or whatever it may be. Really quick, really easy to get that done. One more seat. Will Matt make it? 2 on the bounce. Hello to you.
This Matt guy, bro. Big up Conor Gallagher, man. You're never gonna live that down, man. I'm so sorry.
No, that's probably one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my days.
Sorry, Matt.
I loved how he tried to spin it like he was right still afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Here we go, people. It's starting. Here we go. Right. Let's do this. Which player? What?
Giggsy.
C.
Yeah, but technically they all have.
But quite a few of them did.
No,
there's not just one answer. The whole of the all of them did. That's why I got confused because they all did. Who famously scored the last minute winner? Aguero.
Oh, you got there first, Terry.
Yeah, he got that first.
Yeah, at least he didn't read the whole question out, though, did he? That's why.
Well, you guys can read it and just shout the answer as well. Don't worry about me. Let's have a little. Oh, I'm in second. Right. Who scored Tottenham's only goal in the... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go with Ricky Villa.
Go on, Henry.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I had to guess.
Henry, did you know
dropped out the top.
Yeah,
Max got the second.
That. One of the only
Who was Man United's manager during the treble-winning season? That's easy and quick. That's so quick and easy. Like that should have boosted me back up for a bit of speed there. Come on now.
Louis Van
Gaal. Louis Van Gaal. Oh, I've stayed in third. I'm in trouble now. I can't win it. Who was Gerrard?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, some people have got this wrong.
Carragher.
I was pretty quick on that one as well. Come on, I've got to get back in the top 3. Can't lose on my own quiz, on my own show. Didn't know the Glenn Hoddle one. That threw me, man. Gutted. Oh, I'm back into third here.
Hold that, Matt.
I came third. I took Matt. Hey!
No way.
You didn't
Matt, did you put Jamie Carragher?
He said Carragher.
Matt, he was retired at that point.
Oh, Matty, how did that happen? Let's just play that one again. Let's play that one again, people. And we're gonna go back to Saad this time round. Saad is gonna give it a go. I can't believe Matt bottled it. He was top of the league.
Carragher's crazy.
He did an Arsenal, mate.
He literally did a Gerrard and slipped. He slipped.
Why? Why did you have to bring that up, Terry?
There we go. Saad, you ready? Remember, if you read it quicker than me and shout the answer, do it. Don't stand on ceremony. Because I want you guys. I want my panel. None of the panel have won yet. Come on now.
Well, I answered all the questions right, and I still got third. What the hell?
Yeah, same as me.
Maybe you're too slow, boys. Don't be so dense. Come on. Be quick.
We're doing this together then, yeah? Or is this just you?
No, this is Saad. We'll do it one by one. No conferring.
Oh, well, that's guaranteed second place because that's what they do best, isn't it? So
Talking for a fifth, not even fourth, bro. What's going on here, bro?
I like it. I like it. We're waiting on 2 more people. Get yourself signed up. If you haven't done so already, get it done. It's a great and fun game to play. It really, really is.
You can do it, guys.
You can do it. Oh, nah, I love that film. Is that Waterboy, isn't it? It's a great film. Again, probably before all your times. You lot of kids. I keep forgetting how young you all are.
Oh, that's too funny.
When we were with the boys, the amount of films the lads hadn't seen. Like, a lot of them hadn't even watched the Goonies.
What? Come on. Nah. We're talking about like
the amount of references I was making to films, and they're just like, what's that from? I'm like, oh my days. Oh my days.
With Tom, Dave, like all my Dizzy have never watched Goonies before.
No, I think Dizzy had. Dizzy's out of everyone that was there, Dizzy was the most well-rounded. But what we did do, we promoted David during this. David is now out of the kids camp. So the kids camp still has you in it, Ram, Tom, Prime. Like you're in the kids camp. Do you know what I mean? Like you know, we'll all get the kids. We all go out for dinner. You're having the kids menu. David did get promoted while we were away into the men's. The
adults
what?
Yeah. You were doing
that,
bruv. You thought Dutty wine was a drink. So that's why you're in the kids camp.
That's fake news.
That's not fake news.
No, it's
when you think Dutty wine is a type of drink, you sit on the kids' table.
No, I categorically said I've been drunk before and I've done a mazza before.
You done a what before?
I've done a mazza before.
Mazza? Yeah. You went, yeah, I've drunk before, you know.
Yeah, I've drunk before. I've done some crazy stuff.
You know what's crazy? You've had like 3 years to spin this, and that's the best you've come up with.
What do you mean?
And again, KJ's backstage and says, Ram, hold that, Terry. I always speak the truth. We've got a story about David, about Tom as well. And we will reveal it one day, but it's going to take a big super chat. It's got to take a big donation because he's going to need counseling once it comes out.
Of course.
And when I tell you what Tom says, what Tom said, me and David had to leave the room. Okay. Dre was so shocked he didn't move for minutes and minutes. Hang on, Matt, by the way, said no story about you. I mean, you're not even on the kids' table yet, Matt. You are at home with the babysitter, bruv. Like, you've still got a long way to go until you even get to come to the restaurant and sit on the kids' table in TFT Towers. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes.
There is one story. There's the Gallagher.
Tom said and Mazza. Nah, listen. What Tom said, there needs to be an inquiry, bruv. Steward's inquiry. There does. Wow. Matt, when you say what the F, bruv, listen, I don't want to say this and disrespect the sponsors on the show. I love you, Matt. You're a great guy. But you're definitely on the staying at home with the babysitter. And soon we might upgrade you. Should we do a post-Germany podcast? We should do a post-Germany podcast, you know. There's a lot of stuff. By the way, KJ, I went to I've had a scan done on my knee. I didn't even hurt it during the game, but I've torn my cartilage. Just playing football again, my cartilage has got a tear in it. Last few days been swollen, so I went to my doctors and they've got a really good surgery near here where they do scans that you pay, but like they do scans on that for you. And I had a little scan done, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a tear in your little tear in the cartilage." But I did all right. First time I played football in 10 years, but I did all right. We're waiting for 3 more people. Get yourselves into the quiz.
Yeah, people, what are you doing, man? What are we doing? I thought you said you tore your cartilage dancing on the.
No, we're playing football. But plus both of my big toes are just they look like they're broken. They're all bruised up. It's crazy. Like honestly, my body broke playing, but it was good fun. There was a moment where all the boys came and playing. I sat down, I was like, I'm done, and I was like, nah, I got to get up and go again. And I did that. The knee's gone. It's just gone. I was out walking. Terry's volley. Oh, do you know what? I'll say this.
Truth has come out. Oh wait.
No. There's no truth.
Hard drive missing, isn't it?
My volley in the challenge we did in the beginning of the time that we were there. No, I'm not overly injury prone. I've had bad knee injuries through fighting, and you got to remember I'm like 16.5 stone at the minute. Haven't played football in 10 years and just went and played for 3 hours. That's why I've got a slight tear. But it's only a slight tear. I don't even need surgery. It just needs a bit of physio. I'm not going to have surgery over a little tear. It will fix itself. I'm not an athlete, so I don't need to worry about it. But my volley was in a challenge. So there was a little bit more pressure on it. And it was like, I'll explain it to you. As KJ crosses the ball over from the right-hand side, I let it come across my body. I volley it first time on my left foot, and it swerves into the top corner and slightly hits the post and goes in. It was ridiculous. KJ, though, we were playing headers and volleys. No, we weren't. We were playing knockouts, or Wembley knockouts, some people call it. And knockouts. The ball, yeah, you know, knockouts where it's all v all, and it's
called Wembley.
You call it Wembley. We call it knockouts where I grew up, or Wembley knockouts. Either which way, we were playing that game. And the ball fell out the sky to KJ, and he must have been about 18, 19 yards out. Right foot volleys it first time, and this thing, the speed, it was absolutely class. And KJ does a really weird thing before he volleys the ball. He claps. It's very it doesn't make sense to think about it. When you watch it, it kind of does make sense, but he claps every time. By the way, oi, man like Willie, not Willie, but man like Yoro. What was I thinking of Willie's for? I was thinking of Big Willie that just left. Big up Yoro, Man United player. Get in there, my son. Get in there, my son. Love it. Welcome, Willie. I was thinking about the young man that left. I'm just going to go and see it now. Let me see him in the United shirt. There he is. I can't go on the website, though, because I'm still not giving money to the pagans.
That shirt reminds me of like the old school Man United Vodafone one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Snapdragon.
Yeah, it's giving me like the Vodafone vibes.
That's the van. Oh, there he is. Hello, Lenny boy.
Because of the circle.
Hello, Len.
Yeah.
Hello, Lenny boy.
Logo.
Oh, look at him go. Listen, viewers, come on, get yourselves into this quiz. We're ready to go here. Get yourselves in, people.
Hey, man, I saw 4 people. Now it's gone down to 3.
Yeah, people have probably jumped out to other things. Get yourself in. We want to do this quiz. Come on now. Come on now.
All of your ball knowledges suck. That's why.
Yeah, they know they can't. I know. In fairness, Matt said a few others are there. Let's go. Let's do this, people. Perez, hold that. Yeah, hold that with the Super League, bruv. That's what you got to do. We've got some super chats here that we'll do. First one here says hit the like button, chat. Thank you very much, Luke Skywalker. Joshua here says, in all seriousness, we aren't gonna let Scott go because he does something that a certain striker can't do and some teammates can't do, which is score his chances. But we ain't got a height in our team. That makes sense. I get you there. Why nobody talks about Messi and McAllister and Di Maria? But this is the thing, and there's a previous super chat that stated it. And this is I've just seen the follow-up. 2 separate songs. There is a pause where you can hear in the background consulting about what song to sing next. So this is my interpretation based on what a number of people that speak Spanish have said. The song where you see everybody else singing is not the song about the French players. It's a separate song. You then see essentially Enzo's face only. A new song begins, which you see Enzo singing along to. We don't know who else was singing that song. So those other individuals potentially could have been singing that song, but we don't know. So it would be ridiculously irresponsible to condemn people that we don't know whether they sung it or not. We don't know. So, I mean, I saw the video footage and it does look like Lissandro's in the background, but just as that super chat proclaimed, I've had a number of people that speak Spanish reach out to me and say it's not the same song. So therefore, how can we condemn people that we don't know whether we know or not they were singing it? I don't think that's even me. And that for me isn't even about protecting my own. That's just sensible. If there's a rumor that Enzo had sung this song, but there was no evidence of it, I wouldn't be sitting there going, he's out of order. I'd say, well, I don't know if we did it or not, do I? Like, there it is. Sane, moody player like Rashford, Bayern willing to sell is a red flag. We should look at young, fresh wingers like Nico. Calafiori will come soon. Yeah, probably you're right. My friend Tevin here says a couple of them weren't on the bus. Messi was included in that group. I've also heard that as well. Arteta turned Kai around. Sane would be easier, is what AMT says. Why don't Salah play on the left?
You don't need to.
Don't need to. It's a gap though, isn't it? And we had Sadio Mane, so what's the point?
There we go. Don hyping up Chelsea is the same as Robbie saying believe before a big match.
Captain America speeches, and they get an absolute dunked on 4-1.
Is he even good? Did Madrid put a bid in for him? They did put a bid. The bid just got rejected. So there we go. Look, I want to thank everybody that has tuned into the show today. Everyone who signed up to quiz. Go check the game out. There's loads of... I'll actually show you guys now. You go back to the actual homepage on this. There's multiple other quizzes. If you're a Chelsea fan, there's a big one here. There's a big one here that you can go and enter. Big prize there of $54. We might even have, if anyone wants to jump into this one now, jump in it with me now and we'll have a little go. $54 up for grabs on this one, but it's all about Chelsea. I still fancy this. I'd love Don to be here. Imagine me beating someone like Don.
Yeah,
Chelsea quiz. Can you imagine? But there's loads of others available on this platform as well. Some about movies, some about films. Go and check. Oh, we're one person away here. We're one person away from doing the big one. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Matt, get your money up, Matt. You must have loads of money, though. You've got no girlfriend, you live with your parents, and you have a job. Like, you've got no girlfriend, live with your parents, and you got a job. You should be rolling in it. Should be rolling in it. I see you, Sunshine. There we go. When you join in, give it a go. Test your football knowledge. What about Staffy if you're still watching? Oh, here we go. We're ready to go now. Matt's done it. Big up, Matt. Matt, for doing this, you're off the infants table. Right, let's go. Who wore the number 9 jersey in the FA Cup? Oh, Vardy. Has to be Vardy.
Yeah.
It has to be Vardy. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
1-0 Yuri Tillemans, wasn't it?
I got it right, but I'm not going to be top. I'm going to be second. Oh, Matt's top.
Boy. Damn.
Who coached the losing team in 2022? Tuchel.
That's our final.
Yeah.
Who the hell put Mourinho?
I hope it was Matt. It was Matt! Who was named the man of the match in 2009 Europa League win final?
Hazard.
Man of the match.
Hazard.
Yeah. Gotta be Hazard. Yeah.
Saad, do you remember that, right?
Shut up, man. Shut up,
Hey, right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Matt's into second place now. Come on, Terry. Who did Chelsea defeat to win their first Super Cup? Oh,
Madrid.
It was Madrid.
In 98?
Yeah.
I was.
Madrid won in 98, yeah?
Thanks, boys. I didn't know that. I wouldn't have guessed it. I've won it. I've done it. Here we go. Which country does Chelsea's owner of 2004 Origin originate from? America.
Game over.
Game over.
Oh,
Game set match. Terry.
Sit down. Shut up. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Big boy winnings. Big boy winnings. Look at that's a nice prize. Should we play again? Should we do it again? Let's do it again. I'm going in again. I'm going in again. This time, though, boys, no conferring. Leave it to me, just in case. Just in case, like anyone, you know what I mean? Just me. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it one more time, people. Let's do it one more time. Oh, Matt says he can't. Oh, Matt. Oh, no. Is no one else going to join me? Come on. Come on.
You scared them all off, Tel, man.
Oh, no. Oh, you got a holiday? Yeah, but you might win. You might win, Matt. Even more money.
Spend on some booze, man.
We're 1 seat away now. We're 1 seat away. Olu's come back in. Here we go. Let's do this, people. Let's do it. Final time of the night. I'm sort of waiting. I kind of like the silence. It's quite nice. Oh, but yes. Okay. Yes, I will be the last one, bro. Sorry, I know you got your panelists waiting. Let's just do this one last time. Well, I might exit. I might have to go because we're running out of time, people. If you're going to join in, it's got to be now.
Come on, guys, get in there.
You want to take on the king?
No cojones, man.
We won't help him this time.
In fairness,
that Real Madrid question.
That Real Madrid one sent me. I was done. I was finished. I just didn't know. I didn't know the answer. Remember, this is Chelsea as well, by the way. Chelsea high rollers.
I would 100% got it wrong, by the way. I thought it was Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. I don't know why I was looking for Lazio. And then I realized that's who Man United played. Here we go. 3 are in. We're locked in. We're ready to go. Thank you, Brian. Here we go. Can I win it again? Let's see. All right.
So no help.
Which Chelsea player was nicknamed Bison?
Easy. Easy.
I think I know who that is.
Oh, guessed it right. That was a guess. That was a complete guess. Oh, I guessed that one. I had to guess that one. I didn't know. Right. Who was Chelsea's top scorer in 05? Drogba? It might have been Good Johnson, but I'm going to go Drogba.
I think
it was Lampard. Lampard. We all got it wrong. We all got. I didn't know. I'm not a Chelsea fan.
You got 21 goals.
25, yeah.
Oh, I should have gone with that. Should have gone with that. Who is Chelsea's all-time top goal scorer? Easy. Frank Lampard. Yeah, we know that one's Frank Lampard. That's easy. Oh, someone's deliberate. We all got it. We all got that one right. Solomon Kalou, someone wrote there. Right. This is a tight one. This. Oh, on top again. On top again. All right, let's do this. Who was the captain of the? Oh, who captain that? I'm gonna go Aspilicueta. It's got to be Aspilicueta.
Yeah,
it was. It was actually. It was.
Oh, one more to go. One more to go. Could I win again? Could I win again? Or is a viewer going to get it? Which Chelsea player scored in the opening goal in the 2015 League Cup final?
I think I know.
John Terry.
I think it was Terry. I think Terry scored. Costa scored the second one.
Yes! Oh my God!
Henry should know that. You lost, didn't it?
Yeah, of course I know. You ain't got to mention that. I know that.
Hey, that was a guess. I honestly had no idea. I had no idea. And I just thought I'd go for John Terry. All right, look at that. Listen, people, I want to thank you for tuning in as ever. Go and check out Quiz. Play it with your friends. Play it with your family. It is amazing. There's lots of different games. Somewhere you can win cash. Somewhere it's just free to play. As you've seen, we had some great fun with it there. Listen, until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. We're